time. We're just zooming in. Happy Thursday. Is our microphone plugged in? No. I'm going to do that. Okay. We are so close.
And it totally
so close.
It needs to be
Oh, and the do not disturb.
Jesus, you had one.
Are we there? Are we back? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody.
Does that look good?
Everybody.
I feel like, is it way high?
I haven't touched it since we left last time. We have the same issue every time. People are just like, what is their problem? You guys, somebody said it's hot in Toronto. Really?
You guys,
Vegas in the house.
We have like double digits.
Yeah, like we're talking 10 degrees Celsius, which is 50 Fahrenheit.
Okay, so
that's smoking hot for us.
Day
right
4
now.
hair. This is how I basically woke up. Look at it.
I
Look
woke
at
up like this.
It has my sheet imprint. Not quite. Listen, my sweater was too good. I didn't want my hair to show up my sweater.
I was just gonna say, did you literally just roll out of bed? Because you're
No,
so like
no. But I thought I could get away with it, and I can if I don't turn my head.
I actually wake up that way every day. Like the one side of my hair is straight up because I
have a
only
side.
sleep. Anyway, isn't that exciting? Good morning. Oh,
Hello,
a modern
everybody.
yarn over in the UK. Hello. Look at all those. Thanks for joining us, Shayla. Good morning. My daughter's mad she couldn't wear booty shorts to school.
Tell her I wore mine
You
this
know
morning.
what? Liv, if I could wear them, I'd wear them 24/7. So I feel like she should wear her booty shorts.
Why did I not know Shayla has a little girl?
I don't know.
I didn't know they had children. That's exciting.
I did know they had little kids because then I thought to myself, wow, I don't know how people do
Yeah.
all of this time-intensive work.
They need to spread their genetics further.
I hope there's more babies on the way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, good
Joining from the nail
morning.
salon. Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Good morning, Madison.
14 and
Detroit.
11. Not littles.
Those are
Young.
yeah.
Love, like I was going to say young ladies, but I don't know if they're both.
Let's do this
girls.
really quick. Good morning. We're the Grocery Girls.
We are.
We're a knitting and everything else podcast.
I'm Tracie.
I'm Jodi.
And we're coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
That wasn't even planned.
What?
Or rehearsed. Okay, now back to regular programming.
There you go. Back to the regular poop show that it normally is. How's it going? What's new and exciting?
You guys, I can't even with this weather. It just instantly brightens your mood. Windows are open.
Yeah.
The house has airflow.
Yeah. I feel like that's a theme of the day for me for sure. That the bright sunny days, the longer light that we have since daylight savings.
Good morning.
It's totally affected my knitting. It's totally affected my mood. All the snow is melted.
Yeah.
So we see all the gross dead brown grass, but I feel like we're on the way to
Totally.
beautiful, outdoor weather.
I have a funny story.
Uh-oh. Buckle up.
I texted Adela the other day in combination with something else. Oh, when we were texting in the group. Anyway, I said, oh, maybe it was just, anyway, I texted, I have a box coming from Target, but then immediately there was another message and I'm not sure it was clear or she caught it. We went on to something else. Fast forward to apparently last night. I'm so bummed I missed this FaceTime notification. I think Adela thought it was a package that had come for Lola.
Okay.
And so
What did you buy?
She had opened the box and she was filming it. It was like
So she thought it was a gift?
some sports bras,
Oh, nice.
some slides.
Oh, no way.
And Lola was like, it's not even my size. She's like, what? WTF is happening here? It was very funny.
I love it. She's probably got a sigh of relief that that's all it was in that box.
Because we can't get Target shipped to Edmonton. So Adela said she might
bad.
regret this. Anything, just give me a heads up that you've shipped something to my house, and then she forwards it on to me. Like
What a good friend.
Yeah. I it's so sweet that she had offered
And,
you that. And
warning alert, you get what you get when you open Jodi's boxes. So
I felt so terrible. Just
Did you send Lola something then?
There's another
Good.
package coming
what
Saturday.
a bummer.
With some treats.
Good.
She doesn't know, so the package that comes on Saturday will be full of fun stuff for.
I feel like it's been a long enough time since that prank package came that they're, I feel like it's time. These things, have a life cycle, and I feel like maybe. Maybe.
That's funny.
Poor Lola.
Wait till Saturday, Lola. It's coming for you.
Aww.
So, I adore practical jokes. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, you guys, I just
Usually
read.
too busy to do them though.
Right.
But, yeah.
I just read something this morning. Brooklyn Boy Knits.
Oh. How much do you love Lewis?
We never met him.
Yes, I did when I went to Stitches West that year without you.
I never met him. It felt like there was a mob around him
my
the
goodness.
whole time.
Just his energy. Like I just literally it was a quick hello, nice to meet you, but yeah. And so talented and wonderful and does so much.
Yes.
Anyway,
this got me very excited because he's paired with there is a retreat happening before, and that also includes Woolen Folk and Rhinebeck.
No way.
And Lewis is
the instructor?
Not the instructor, because they're doing like walking tour of Brooklyn
What?
Bridge. They're doing axe throwing night with cocktails. You guys, the sign up is right now. I'm gonna get you the information.
What?
And it's food, it's hotels, and it's
Is it through Felicia and
I don't know who it's from. Hold the phone.
So great idea. We have no idea where this is. Adela, hi. She says liquor and axe throwing. I know, right? I'm all over the axe throwing. When they do that on Amazing Race, I think to myself, I feel like we could totally rock axe throwing. It's just a lot of pent-up aggression, and you just chuck. I feel like we could totally do that.
Brooklyn Boy Knits.
Listen, the walking around New York and just hanging out with knit, I would be all over that. That sounds amazing.
I just thought, here's another thing. There's an exclusive event with this group the night before Woolen Folk opens.
Oh, hi, Gay. She said it's Rowan Tree Travel.
Yes, I wanted to say travel agent, but I wasn't exactly sure. Anyway, it's bundle up, folks. It's join me from the 17th of October to the 23rd. They explore Brooklyn and beyond.
Wow.
We start off in museums, parks, ferry ride in the New York Harbor, the best food, and then they'll go upstate to Woolen Folk for a private event.
What?
Attend Woolen Folk, and then also attend Rhinebeck.
You would come
You guys.
that week? I'm already exhausted, but how amazing would that be? We should put that in our Instagram stories right now.
There's different
so that people
I'll just share it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay.
But just
That would be
how
awesome.
fun would that be?
Yes.
Like a little mini New York tour. Oh,
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Anyway, I thought that was really fun.
That is hilarious.
What else has been going on? Let me think.
Lots of working.
You guys, I was determined to get this sweater off the needles today.
Did you just finish?
Yes,
Because
mate.
it was almost. Because last time we were here 2 weeks ago, you were like, "I'm gonna finish it this weekend and be done with it." Mm-hmm. But sometimes when you have just that little bit left to go, you put it off forever.
Truth be told, I have not been knitting very much. And not because I haven't wanted to. It's just, it's felt busy the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Good busy. I guess it's just catching up from being away. And then, do you guys, you're not going to recognize me when I say this. I've been spring cleaning.
I don't even know who you are anymore. What? What?
Not totally, but it's just a few things that are just like, I changed my duvet cover and my duvet and just put away stuff. Did the linen closet.
I've been like itching to go to IKEA for the last 2 weeks.
Guess who went to IKEA?
Spring is like that though. Spring makes, I mean, I don't live to clean, but I quite like, but spring, for some reason, it's like, I want to do the windows. Excuse me. I want to do everything.
Oh, no. That stops short of I want to do the windows.
No. I do. I want them to sparkle, and I want to do everything. Shayla's like, IKEA is as dangerous as Target. Let me tell you. IKEA is...
Yeah.
I block off the day when I want to go. I don't take the day, but by the time you get home, it's like, put it all out and assemble whatever and do your thing. I love it. I'm so ready.
Friday, this past week, was Good Friday, which happy Easter to everybody who celebrated, and happy Passover to anybody who was celebrating. So Friday, everybody was off school, so it was like a statutory holiday, right?
Yeah.
So spontaneously, Jordan and I thought, let's go to IKEA. Not the best idea.
No, not on a school holiday.
But a good idea. Like it was really good and
mistake.
so busy. It was, I can't even believe it.
Mistake. I see Amy Palco just made a comment. She's going to Rhinebeck for the first time, coming from Scotland.
Amy, you are going to.
What?
Yeah. It's good. Don't forget to get tickets to Wool and Folk. It's like a 2-thing event. You do not want to miss that. Don't forget the Cake-a-Palooza if that's happening.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Because that was our very first event for Rhinebeck. And if that was the end of my Rhinebeck at Cake-a-Palooza, I would have been a happy girl.
Oh, for sure. It was wonderful. Just the area alone, whatever you get into, whatever you do, it's just beautiful. And it's full of amazing people. And but I highly recommend doing the whole shebang. All of the satellite events. We didn't go to India Untangled, but so many people did.
Yeah.
Will and Folk was incredible. And you'll just soak it all in. It's such a great
Where is
time.
Wool and Folk this year? I thought you
They
mentioned,
moved.
you said they moved.
I don't know.
How could they move from that
I don't know.
location?
That venue was amazing. I'd love to know why they switched, but I'm sure it'll be equally phenomenal.
Yeah.
That was just a great
Meeting,
event.
Shayla just said when we met for the first time and hugged. That will that's engraved in my brain.
Listen,
as a core memory now.
Those are the moments that make the travel. It's a lot to save up and travel and go far. The moments with the people make it all worthwhile. Like you would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Somebody just said, "Are you going this year?" And we haven't even really talked about it. I don't think so.
We haven't talked about it.
We literally haven't talked about it.
Twist my rubber arm. Okay, we'll come.
I would go in a heartbeat. It's so beautiful. I love the animals. Like I said to Jodi, I could go just for the farm section of Rhinebeck.
Yeah. I feel like it's
a big event.
It's not,
meaning
it's not maybe an every year event for
tens
us.
of thousands of people.
Yeah.
At an event.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's different that way, but it's the best time. People, I can't believe we're talking about it in April, but it is awesome.
I think you have to maybe not totally plan ahead, but think ahead maybe. Like
You do.
Because lots of things happen in that time of year. So if you kind of want to think about, for us,
Well, especially if you're renting an Airbnb or a hotel room or whatever, it's never too soon to get in there.
listen, even I would stay at the murder house again. It was a little far out, but it was really nice.
I forgot we called it that.
It was like so secluded. We thought
Listen, the house was amazing. We would rent it again in a second.
but we were going to be a Dateline.
Why did we think that?
Just it was so secluded. The
Yeah,
three
and
of us. There was
because
nobody.
we arrived in the pitch black. And we're giant chickens. Okay. Since we started talking about being scared and in the dark, the other night, 2 nights ago, here in our neighborhood, a transformer exploded. So our whole section of where, did you lose power?
No.
We ended up losing power only for about an hour.
Not till 1 o'clock, but it came back on.
Right,
Like that's
then.
not at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So we had a small amount of time that our house had no power, but the store, which is also just really close by, it lost all power. So my husband's got to go deal with the store stuff. And he said, freaky. Like there's no lights, there's no emergency lighting.
And
He's
there's
got
only lights
He's got
at
a flashlight.
Yeah, because it's pitch like.
He said creepy.
Yes.
But in the house, so I'm in the house by myself. I'm a giant chicken. You guys, you don't want me on your... I'm not going to save you. I'm going to have a heart attack and die in front of you.
Remind me to say this after.
So it is pitch black and I hear a noise and I think, oh, it's been hours. My husband's back. We have no power. It is pitch black. And so I yell, Jeff, are you back? Hi. And there's no...
Did you hear him? Sorry, I missed
Yes,
that part.
I heard a noise near the back door. And then I hear another noise and I was like, Jeff? It's still pitch black. And I'm like, I've got my phone and I'm trying to find the fucking flashlight on the phone. And I'm starting to shake. Like, I'm really scared. And then I did it one more time. Jeff! And I was mad, right? Well, then this body comes out of the blackness, and it was Georgia. And I was like, instantly
Mad.
furious. And I was like, what the hell? Why didn't you see? Like, I heard footsteps coming towards me, and I don't have any light. It is pitch black. I thought I was going to poop my
Are you
pants.
serious?
Yes, I'm
She didn't say,
serious.
Mom, it's okay. It's just me.
Like, my heart's pounding just thinking about it.
I'm dead.
And so I said to her, what's your problem? Why wouldn't you say something? She goes, well, you weren't calling me. And I was
Oh,
like, and so I was just furious. And I was like, well, you're welcome to stay at me.
No.
She goes,
I'm mad.
She's
Go
like,
stay in the
no
bed."
thanks. So
Really?
we lit candles and found little flashlights. But I literally, my legs were like Jell-O. And I was adrenaline spike. I was up for hours.
Yes.
It was so, I'm so chicken.
Okay, you guys, you do not want me.
Yeah, so the two of us in the house in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Nobody's saving us.
I push my kids out of the way to get myself out of the way.
I said to Jeff, I'm not gonna like be able to assault anybody else because I will have a heart attack and die. I'll just be like done.
I'm just trying to think what happened in the last few weeks that I like pushed my kid out of the way and I was going the other way,
Right.
leaving them.
Like every man for himself.
It might have been in Mexico when there was something in the bush. We thought there was something in the bush. It was like we didn't know what was in the bush, but it was just like, and I was like, gone. They're like, that was my first instinct to push my kids out of the way, and I'm gone. Every man for yourself.
Now we all know
Save
where
yourself.
now we know where we stand with Jodi. But honestly, I'm like that. I'm not used to being home alone and I hear noises and it's always a bad thing.
Your
You
dogs
guys,
are this big.
Oh, my dogs are locked up. So they're sleeping. They're fine.
Mine aren't,
Their
but
life is all good. Anyway, that was my drama for the other night.
That's too good.
It was, but Jeff came home and he goes, yeah, try being in the store by yourself with no ambient lighting, hearing noises. And he goes, and then all of a sudden a head of cauliflower starts rolling across the aisle. So we, what's up with that?
Oh my god.
And he was nowhere near it. So what happened there?
Ghost.
Well, apparently.
That's
So
so
anybody
funny.
just tuning in, we do really talk about knitting. We do. We get around to it, but there's
We
always
speckle it with knitting.
there was the life catch up, and we love being live and being able to interact with the people that are able to join us. So we'll get there. We get
Yes. And the kids standing next to your bed and not waking you up during the night when they were young. And then you wake up to the feeling of someone staring at
there.
you.
Georgia's like notorious for that.
Well, clearly, because she doesn't
But she would
announce
do
her
that. She would
presence.
stand there, and I think she just, I don't know why, like she just doesn't want to wake you up or doesn't want to.
So
I don't know.
Don't come in my room.
So
then
my first go-to is I'm furious. Like I'm so mad, right? Like you go from scared to mad in like a millisecond, and then I'm just like hate myself. And I'm
Now-
so sorry.
well, it's 3:30 in
Now
the
I'm
morning.
gonna be your mother. I'm so sorry. How are you? How can I help you? But yeah, no Haagen-Dazs bar at 2 a.m. because I was
Are
just
you
like,
serious? I need to eat my feelings. Totally.
like, well, I'm up now and I'm kind of hungry. It's been about 8 hours since dinner.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It was crazy. Crazy.
And actually, I have a really exaggerated reaction to someone startling me.
I'm
Like,
sweating just thinking about it. If I'm honest.
really?
Yes,
So that
it
would
was
have been
scary.
scary.
So you have what did you say?
Like a really exaggerated startle reaction. Like if someone
Do you
just
startle easy?
Oh. Yes.
I'm the one that's
Shane's
always-
like now snapping as he's coming towards me if I'm working
Oh,
or
Jeff
something.
does that all the time. I was like, why did you sneak up on me? He goes, oh my God, like I did
know.
not sneak up on you.
And my reaction is so huge. It's actually
you get
quite funny.
mad?
No, not any. No, because it has nothing. They weren't trying to sneak up on
When
me.
I get scared, it's like, I guess it's a defensiveness, right? Like you're like, what the hell?
Sometimes if my mood's not great,
I'm
I'll-
also the one that will purposely try and scare people, like sneak up on them. So it's my own fault. You get what you give kind of thing, right? So I
would-
love that.
I would never.
You would never try and startle someone?
All the time.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like Georgia will be in the walk-in pantry with her headphones on, and I'm just like, okay, she's
Yeah.
not seeing me come around the corner.
You chose to wear the
Listen,
headphones.
fair's fair.
Yeah.
Fair's fair. But I'm the only one laughing because then she's mad at me.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Just so you guys know, in 2 weeks we're lucky enough to be attending the Knit Social Retreat.
Yes.
In Poets Cove on Pender Island.
Yes.
So we thought we would podcast Wednesday morning instead.
Yeah, we
If
haven't
that
really
works.
talked about. Well, that's the day we actually leave later in the day. I'm sure it'll work.
Oh,
I'm sure it will
that
work.
was before.
If we're packed, if we're ready.
Let's be ready.
I
And
would
if-
love to.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Or even, I don't know.
But we're so excited to be heading out to Vancouver area, the little islands out there. It's just the most stunningly picturesque. If you ever are looking for like a place to holiday, or if you can, attend a knitting retreat with knitters, that's even more fun. So yeah, first one since pandemic
And
for us.
just chilling. There's
Yeah.
no commitment. There's just, I'm committed to eating too much and knitting a lot and visiting.
Listen, it's more than just chilling because we get to go visit the alpacas at Hinterland Farm. Am I the only one excited about that?
Listen.
We are going to be taking videos. We will share our time for sure. But yes, tons of chilling. But I can't. I'm so excited.
The hotel, is it a hotel? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Like hotel.
It's
right
a
on
little
the
resort.
water.
Yeah.
Right on the water.
The
you
location
guys.
is amazing. Even
Yeah.
if you were like in a tent, like whatever, it would be, you would have the best time because it's stunningly gorgeous. We have such good memories of Galliano Island. And I kept saying I want to take my husband back there, but I hope we do. Because I had never been to one of those little islands
Just
before.
for like 3 nights is all.
And we're like landlocked. So we get to take the
Yeah.
ferry. We get to take a seaplane. We get to have some
Rent a
island life.
smart car again.
Listen, we're so excited.
That was so fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, all that to say we might be on a different day. I'm pretty sure we'll be on the Wednesday.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If not, we're not. You know what? I'm just gonna text Star and just say I hope you're okay. Not that she ever has to be here.
Right.
But I just want to I just want to check in on her.
Right. Okay, good. Yeah, so we hope everybody else in the Northern Hemisphere is getting spring knitting fever. I feel like, yes, I'm wearing a wool sweater today, but boy, the days are kind of numbered and I can't really wear them all day now, which is kind of awesome. So I've started thinking about warm weather knits, knitting some t-shirts. I cast one on. And you might need sunglasses to look at it.
I did not, but I was telling I don't know where I get my knitting discipline from because I feel like I'm confusing my laissez-faire, life is short, have fun attitude with, like, I'm disciplined in certain things in my life, like cleaning, not so much. Not casting on a million things so I can get things done. It surprises me that I'm so...
I feel like I just cast on whatever, like when the mood strikes
Well,
me.
totally, but like, wouldn't you think I would be like casting everything on and never really finishing?
Here's the thing. We used to be specifically sock knitters. And we ended up with single socks, like 25. No word of a lie.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've kind of learned our lesson that way, casting on new things just because you feel like it and never finishing. That's part of the reason our sock machine has been kind of a godsend. Like, we're now cranking out pairs of socks for not just us, but our whole family and gifts. And because hand knitting them, we were single sock sisters.
Let me tell you, I feel so lucky every time I sit at that machine that I have one.
Yeah.
I use it so much.
Me too.
It's
too.
one of my most used knitting tools.
Yeah, it's a real investment piece that if you think you're going to use a sock machine, we have Erlbacher Gerhardt Speedster machine.
Yeah.
They're out of the US. It is built like your car. Like, it is so better probably. It is so well made. I know I'm gonna have to.
I use a 48 stitch cylinder to crank my DK socks.
Right.
And
I have. So you can get more than one cylinder, and they can tell you all about it. We are not the experts. They have all the. I mean, we know how to use it, but I don't know how to explain to you how to help you at all. But I have a 72 for fingering weight for men, like wider socks. But the 64 for me gets used the most. Jodi gave me a 48, so I can crank fingering and mohair or DK. So it is phenomenal.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I have lots to show
But
you.
that's what I think. With our single socks for years, I feel like you learned your lesson. Mm-hmm. And you cast on what you want to cast on.
And that's the thing. I don't deprive myself of cast-ons.
Right.
I'm just surprised that I finish so many things. That's all.
I think it's because, well, first of all, they're sweaters and we want to wear them.
That's it.
And we love wearing our sweaters. So when I cast on a sweater, it's because I really, really want to wear it. And it's rarely a process knit for me. It's like I want to wear that item.
It's mostly a product for me. I mean, I love knitting.
Right, right.
But I want to get through it. Some of them I want to get through really fast. There's the odd time when I think, oh,
You never
I
want it to
love,
end.
yeah, color work especially for me is like that. But
And I love fingering and mohair, that texture, so 9 times out of 10, I don't even care what I'm knitting. I just love that fabric. It can be plain stockinette. I just love wearing that and knitting with that. So,
okay. There's some really great patterns that have just come out, you guys. I have so many more suggestions for our tees and tanks knit along. I've
Good.
seen lots of people cast on.
we have to go into that I think we made a hashtag. I don't even know it right now, but I think it's just GG tees and tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to get in there. I hope people use it. We'll have to promote it a little bit more so that we can get people using it. But I love it. T-shirts are so fast.
When you don't have to do a sleeve.
Jodi, I can't wait to show you my sweater.
Let me tell. Are you done?
I could be done this weekend, and I didn't touch it this week really, and I think honestly it could be a week. And I'm not knitting a small sweater.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast something on something for our knit along. What's
Listen,
that?
So good. What? This?
That bottle.
Oh, okay. This is something that I'm sure lots of people know about. But do you guys know Glossier?
I do,
This is
but I don't know that.
So this is called Future Dew. So you put on all your like moisturizer, sunscreen, everything. This would be like a shimmer. Give me your hand. Like the other way.
Oh,
It's kind of like opalescent, but it gives this like sheen. Oh,
So
it's
it's-
so nice. It's so
okay. I'm buying that.
yeah, you'll love it.
Did you get it
But it's
online?
also a serum. No, the only reason I got it is because now Sephora has Glossier.
Almost no scent.
It's an oil serum hybrid.
Oh, you guys.
You guys, your skin feels like velvet.
Look at
Velvet. That it kind of goes wet look, but then it soaks in and.
soaks in right away. Okay,
But it's
don't let me forget to
really
buy that
nice.
today.
It's really nice.
I am obsessed. As we age, I wish I was more obsessed with my skin younger. I wonder if it would have been different now.
Listen, specifically, Mom, hi.
Good morning, Mom.
Sunscreen,
Yes.
right? I put on cream not because I'm like obsessed with my skin, but because it feels like I'm a dry old potato if I don't. Like it doesn't feel good, right? Like it's
Yes. This is, we've talked about these before, but this is the Jones Road Miracle Balm. Listen, the only criticism I have is that you can only get these small ones in December.
Listen, my
I've
favorite
only seen them.
my favorite would be like a 2. I feel like the big one is too big. That's just my own personal opinion.
Yeah.
And these are great to try colors, but I think I would like one anyway. Listen, I love the product. I bought the Miami Beach one recently and it's kind of like a coral.
This one's called Flushed, and it's their pinkier one. You can use it on your cheeks, eyeshadow. I'm using it this morning on my
It's
lips.
like it's moisture but glow and color.
Ugh,
My favorite for shimmer is Magic Hour. So good.
we can't tell you enough. Listen, at
Speaking
this stage
of old
the
and
game,
dry, this thing is a game changer.
Totally.
But yeah, it totally is.
yeah.
I actually I thought, geez, do I want to be a person that looks like I have shimmer? Like, is that a teenager thing? It's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's not. So I
Yeah.
really love it. I love that kind of, and it makes you feel kind of like you're awake. I love
Yeah,
it.
I love it.
Yeah. You guys, this is crazy. We need to talk about some knitting.
Should we talk about what we're wearing?
Yes, Jodi.
This old thing.
Jodi, you blew my mind. when you walked in.
I had my knitting bag to show the yarn, but I've talked about it a million times, so we all know what I used.
Go back on the last 18 videos.
This is Easy Like Sunday Morning sweater.
Yeah.
It's a free pattern on Ravelry by Melissa. What's her last name?
Clulo.
Right,
I
Clulo.
think.
Melissa
Yeah.
Clulo. Easy Like Sunday Morning sweater, knit in Sonder yarn. DK.
Sunday morning DK.
Yeah.
Ecru, the Ecru base. This was a new color that came out in the fall. Like they launched their Ecru base.
Yes. This is window shopping,
So good.
held with glass, their mohair, and one strand of the Mega Bling Sparkle.
Do you want me to get a ball of Mega Blink? Jodi, you were shimmering like a freaking mermaid. Like
They're like opalescent.
I'm just gonna sit here. You keep rotating.
I put this on last night, and this is all I wanted to do.
Have you ever considered modeling?
Tracie.
Jodi, you're a natural.
Okay, but I just got to show you guys. Okay, let's.
Yeah, put out your
This
arm.
sweater is a square, relaxed, easy fit. There was no decreases for me in the sleeve.
It's a loose gauge raglan sweater, which is such a joy to knit. The fabric is drapey, Jodi. You look amazing.
Drapey. I
The
don't
color
want to take it
is
off.
it's like if Jodi could be a yarn color, this
Pretty much
icy
is-
blue. It's the color of your eyes.
It's so
Should I keep
good.
going?
No, keep going.
It really is so beautiful on you.
I had ordered 14 balls of sparkle and only needed 7.
I knew it. I
Eight.
knew it.
I just touched into the 8th.
So if you are buying sparkle to hold with your yarn, and it didn't change your gauge at all,
No.
go with the yardage of the sweater. So if
I
your
did
sweater,
not look at the yardage.
What? I'm
No.
so surprised. So if you have 1,000 meters of sweater that you need to knit, get 1,000 meters of sparkle, because when I knit mine, that's what I found that it.
Here's the
That's
thing.
what it-
I was thinking, because the Mega Bling is a half. It's a 25 gram, but it's only got, I forget the yardage. Anyway,
It's 100 and something.
my math in my head did not translate.
Again, we both had math tutors.
Shocking.
So we need a calculator. But so what?
I could not be more thrilled.
Beautiful.
With the pattern. Melissa knocks it out of the park every single time. She's got some new ones coming ASAP. But you guys see what I mean about this collar?
Yeah.
How it sits. It's not like a, I don't know. It
But
just,
the thing, you've modified the collar slightly because it is a folded collar in the pattern, right?
the only thing I did different is not fold it. So
Right.
it would look like this, but be a little bit puffier.
Right. And it would have more structure. It wouldn't lay quite as flat. It would be a little, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's stunning both ways.
The
but you can
I would,
do it either way. Jodi, I love
that's
that
the little
deep ribbing.
Yeah, that's the little nuances that
Yeah.
I look for in a pattern because listen, I love the same shape and I wear the same shape all the time.
Right.
So these little things, it's a great pattern.
It's a little bit of a face framing, like instead of just a basic,
Mm.
that deeper ribbing it's a real design element.
I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Melissa's patterns are a joy to knit.
They're easy.
I love knitting them. I've knit so many of them.
They're absolutely beginner friendly. They're not complicated. And if there's any techniques you don't know, you guys, there's nothing YouTube won't tell you or show you.
Right. And I feel like sometimes I want to knit something that's certain, like maybe I want to throw in cables or whatever. But most of the time, I just want to knit and relax and have, maybe some TV on or visiting or whatever. Just let your mind want, like,
Yeah.
it really is therapy, right? So sometimes I don't want to think more than I need to. So I really love designs like that I find a raglan very easy to shape, and I love the way it fits, and I love the stockinette stitch is really beautiful. This is a loose fabric. The sparkles
Okay.
are insane. And so you got those at the Crafty Jackalope.
Crafty Jackalope.
I don't know anybody that has more sparkles than
Yeah.
the Crafty Jackalope.
Okay, so this is not blocked. This is not nothing. I went to go block it, and then I panicked because I
not blocked?
remembered you said don't use heat because you almost melted your...
Don't steam block it. Wet block it.
It just came off the needles at like 9 o'clock last night. This is not blocked.
Wow.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. So yeah, I like to steam block sometimes when we're doing
That's
the
all I
podcast
usually
to
do.
show. Really, I don't. I definitely wet block.
I don't
normally.
wet block.
It's dry overnight with a fan. I put a fan on it and it's dry overnight.
Sure.
But I did have kind of plasticky sequins and
Steam block.
really hot.
Steam block meaning you're using your hot iron and steam.
A steamer.
Oh,
But
see,
it-
Amanda said she steam blocks hers.
Well, she's probably do you have a? You can do it, but I was having the steam too close to the sweater probably.
because I would think
Some people steam with a cloth in between.
She steams block with an iron on sparkles.
Well, I could smell melting plastic, so I don't know what I was doing wrong.
Do you touch the iron to the fabric, Amanda? You can't possibly.
She is ballsy, she said. I know.
No, yeah.
She does touch it to the fabric. Okay, so
I'll try it on the back side underneath, and we'll see what happens.
and lots of people steam with a cloth in between the steamer and your fabric, so you can try it other ways.
Do it on low. And actually, I didn't think it required it before I wore it.
But here's the thing: your yarn was on a fabric strand. My yarn was like a
Yeah, acrylic.
literally tinsel-y
Yeah.
kind of. So that's I don't know why I could.
So was
smell.
this. But it wasn't quite. This is not on the cotton one. Let me show you.
Anyway.
Oh, this is what I have to show you.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, but that'll come up later.
So Melissa has, all the love for Melissa's designs. She's got this bauble beauty on the way.
This weekend.
Literally, I just want to knit all the sweaters these days, but this one is, yes, I want a whole bauble stripe sweater.
Sandra will have kits this weekend. You know what else Saunders has coming up?
Don't tell me.
A new selection of colors on their Sunday morning DK.
It's out.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. It came out the other day. It's out.
I'm
So,
going to have to make
yes.
a purchase today.
There's lots and lots of beautiful colors.
You know what I thought I would do? One of each.
These yarn dyers.
Can they stop, please?
Right. Listen, I've been single skeining it for a long time. I have to make some striped sweaters with what I've got, but love it. Jodi, your sweater is
Thank you.
awesome
I
and
love it
beautiful,
so much.
and I would knit the same in a second.
Yeah. What are you knitting?
I'm wearing the Ship Shape sweater by Heidi Kiermaier. This one I knit last winter. This one is like totally in rotation. I wear it all the time.
That's the best detail.
So cool. The construction is unique but simple. So you start and you make these little like thong triangles.
Go.
And then join them together, and then it's a drop shoulder, so you knit a little panel down the back, and then you pick up stitches and cast on in between the triangles and knit a little panel down to the front, and then you join in the round. So there's a little bit of flat knitting, mostly in the round. I love it.
That kind of fun, different construction, I love.
Yeah, so I did modify it and add a little bit of a ribbed collar. You really don't need it. It's really cute. In the pattern, it's just the cast on edge. It's a
prefer it with
clean
this.
line. I think I'm gonna knit a summer version of this.
Okay, I love
Like this
that.
is wool. This is knit in La Bien-Aimée Corey worsted in the French gray, which is the undyed base.
It's
the
a
original
beautiful
undyed.
gray.
And then this pink, I can't remember. I think it's Lee's or Madeline. One of the really, really bright magentas. I wear this all the time. And I love this sweater. So I'd really like to knit it in something not as woolly, like something maybe superwash DK or linen, in a different color family,
Love that.
and short sleeved. Short sleeve, like just do a little, and you'll be done. Listen, this was so much fun to knit.
I love that.
And Heidi's pattern writing, it is. I'm trying to think. This might be the first pattern I knit of hers. It was so clear. It was really, really great to knit from.
Speaking of short sleeves,
Okay.
because as soon as any of these sweaters you can turn into a short sleeve sweater,
Right.
right? It
Like-
doesn't have to be a t-shirt.
Don't search just for tees.
Yeah.
Because I liked searching by the weight of yarn. And if you want stripes by stripes, but anything with long sleeves you can modify. You're right.
I feel like this little detail and this detail are those little things that jump out at me when I'm looking at a sweater.
If you go in and follow the hashtag for this sweater or look in Ravelry, there's so many options. People have done this in a solid.
I was
where you
actually
get
gonna
the solid
yes.
and then stripes.
Or a completely complementary striped pattern.
Right.
And then the rest in hot pink.
You can make so many little modifications. Listen, I'm definitely, it's been on my mind to make a warmer version of this because I love it. I think it's really cute. And there's no short rows, so that's it's kind of mirrored front and back, which I kind of thought, second thought, I thought, oh, that's maybe not something that I'm going to like. I can't even tell.
I don't see that and think you're missing short rows.
No.
At all.
It just messes, you would totally mess with this perfect stripes.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do the top in a solid color, you could add short rows, but why? Like, it's perfect the way it is, I think.
Okay, so this pattern I came across, you guys, it's called the Princess Tee by Mini Me Knit Design.
It's so cute.
Have you seen this?
No. Look at those puff sleeves.
How cute.
And I
is
love
this?
the neckline. That's
It's
really lovely.
Very simple. You know, the star of the show is the sleeve,
Yeah.
and everything else is very minimalist. The bind offs, the cast on, there's no extra. Oh, there is ribbing, a little bit of ribbing on the bottom. I thought that was so cute.
It's gorgeous. It looks like a fuzzy fingering and mohair, right?
Princess Tee. Yes, but it's DK. So we can use whatever we want.
Right.
I thought that was so cute.
Who's the designer?
Mini Me Knit Designs.
I don't know that. Okay, great. Totally want to check that out.
I believe this came up in I think this was in the newer patterns that came out.
Okay.
I actually am not sure, but I thought it was really pretty.
You said that last time too.
I did. I thought
Okay. Have you started knitting anything? Do you have any whips on your needles?
no.
No?
No. Do you?
Yes, Jody.
It just came off my needles, but I have a lot of things to show, so you
True.
start.
True.
Yeah.
No, you go ahead.
No,
Show-
you. I
Okay.
was just.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of excited about this one. It's filling.
Gotten
It's
so much further.
filling up my little Hohies Knitters caddy, which I love with all the pockets. Okay. And we should say, I think Hohi put it out there. People have been loving the Knitters caddy with Hohi & Co. It's a collab with us, which is really fun. And there is a update coming next week. So
Yes.
keep an eye on Hohi & Co. and
New
we
colors.
will share it. Spring colors are coming, which is really fun. Okay. So, Jodi, I can't.
You did sleeves.
I have been, Jodi's is Frankie Gray Fibres with her daughter Jordan, and they've just been killing me with their solids. All the speckles too, but I find
You
it-
always gravitate
I
towards
don't know. I
solids.
just got crazy excited about all of these. So I have all these beautiful single skeins, and I knew I wanted to make something bright and stripy. So
I should do a 50-gram kit with these.
I don't know.
These 5 colors.
So I really wanted to cast on a plain raglan, and I didn't know what it was going to look like. And so I came across this pattern called the Blank Canvas Sweater by Sous Vide Knits, and it's a DK weight or fingering and mohair. The gauge I think is 21 stitches. So that's a pretty.
Nice.
But there's some tips in here for planning stripes. It can be a total scrappy thing. It just gives you the instructions for the stockinette, and you get to make whatever stripes you want or however you want it to be. So I cast on for that, and I knew I wanted the sweater to be the stripes separated with this parchment color. This is parchment, which is just
Barely.
a little bit warmer than it's really lovely. I love it. It's
The
a
color
great,
of my cup. Parchment.
yeah. So it's got, to me, like a vintage vibe. Like you can make it look
Like,
so,
is it dyed? It's barely.
right.
Yeah.
So I love that. And then I just had this, with the weather being so nice, I wanted something bright and colorful. And so I
So
decided
you knocked it out of the park.
Jodi. Well, only for me. This is kind of like very personal. Like, I don't know that these are everybody's colors, but I cast on whenever we finished our last episode. And I made the sleeves too. So the yoke I decided should be wide stripes. And this is stiletto, Mayflowers, citron, and Kate's green, which is like, what? I love all 4 of these. And cobalt is one of Jodi's brand new colors. And I think a ship shape in this and parchment.
It is a stunning, I have to say, it's a stunning blue. It's a combination of 3 different blues that
It's so good.
Thank you.
So I did add the little kind of sweatshirty stripe, which I thought,
I feel like that's your signature.
I don't know, I just really like it.
I love it.
And then I didn't know what I was going to do. Do I do another big blue stripe and call it a day? But I thought, you know what? Now I'm going to make, after splitting for the raglan for the sleeves, I'm going to change my stripe width. And I'm just going to knit the blue until it's done. So I finished the sleeves, so I had enough of the cobalt.
That, I love that the 2 stripes got onto your sleeve.
Yeah.
Tracie.
So Jodi, I've gone, I think I'm on my 6th stripe. And I did try it on. I think I might, either 7 or 9 stripes. We'll see how long this goes.
Okay.
And then it's going to be parchment to the bottom with some ribbing.
Okay.
And then it's just a crazy little t-shirt to wear.
You're going to love.
I love it already. I've tried it on. It makes me happy. I feel like it's one of those things that you just take the colors that bring you joy.
And it feels great.
Yes.
When you put something on and you love it that much.
Yeah. So I know it's a little bit wild. It's total, like, I feel like I have 2 people inside of me, like the neutral lover and the like.
Because you also gravitate towards neutrals.
I do. But I also feel like I wear everything. So I think these t-shirty things, it's fun to have a bright one. Mm-hmm. But it also knits up so fast that I also feel like, I should maybe do another one. Maybe just a solid or whatever.
I feel like I'm going to, so you would recommend this pattern?
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
It's been great. I love that it's called Blank Canvas. She gives you some really good tips about managing, like if you're doing a color up here in the yoke, those are the longest rounds. Mm-hmm. So she said, if you have a limited amount of a certain color, just know that 60% of it is for the body and 20% is each sleeve. So if you have a little kitchen scale, you can, you don't want to like miss out on, maybe adding a color to your sleeve down the road, right? Like to save some to match your sweater. Anyway, I think if you're doing a scrappy sweater, or you could just, she's got a great example right there. You could just follow that.
Yeah. Someone had a question about stiletto. I would say it leans orange for sure.
It sure looks orange by itself.
If you're looking for a pink option, I would maybe go hibiscus. It's as bright and beautiful. And it's definitely just pink. This is a real orangish pink.
Here's the family.
Oh, yeah. So the bottom one is stiletto that Tracie has in her sweater. And its paler partner is lollipop. Yeah. Which leans both orange, but on its own, it's like, is it pink or is it orange? But then this is hibiscus, which is really beautifully bright, but pink.
I look at them all as like sort of in the coral family, but different intensities. Yeah. And I think if you're planning stripes, somebody said, how do you pick your colors? Basically, it just has to look good to my eye. But I think the same intensity, the color value, like these are all very bright, right? Like I don't have any pastels and brights mixed together. So I think that's what helps with the cohesiveness. And I think the way they're arranged, like these are sort of one goes into the next. This was a transitional color. And I feel like the green was a really good transition to the blue, like in that family.
So good.
So I mean, it just depends how you want it to look. But ultimately, You have to love it. Nobody else
Yeah.
has to love it.
And if you want the palers with a bright pop,
Yeah.
and it makes you happy, then that's
Right.
exactly what you should do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's literally endless ways to make stripes.
Well, now I have
you.
to go cast on a stripe something.
Yes, you do. It's so much fun to knit. It goes. There's like the secret sauce to knitting stripes is that they basically do it themselves.
Yeah. That's
When
the
you
thing.
when you only have to do 8 rounds of a color and then you're done, you're like, check, done. Like I'm finished that. And you're right. There was not very much yarn used for these 4 stripes.
Yeah.
And I've just started. So I've started my second skein of parchment, and this is the only skein of the blue. So
Yeah.
you can make it as scrappy as you like, or just do 2 colors,
Exactly.
right?
I'm going to transition into the next item that
Okay.
works.
Anyway, Frankie,
Perfectly.
Frankie Gray, I love you. You guys are amazing.
Okay, so this
Oh,
was knit by Sheila.
what the heck?
This
I'll hold it and you can
Okay.
talk about it.
this is called
Same DK yarn. Oh my god.
Same DK yarn.
It feels really good at a looser gauge.
Yeah.
Like whatever this gauge is, it just feels like, look at it move.
Yeah. So this is called the Shima T. And we've showed it before, you guys, but it was in black and natural.
See, you can really see stiletto and this is stiletto and lollipop together.
It's such a nice gradient.
They're like BFFs.
Yeah.
They go so well together.
Yeah.
You look at the way you've planned your stripes. Tell us about that.
Okay, so this is the Shima T. Okay, so here's how this one came about. When we were doing our solids for Frankie Gray, I was dyeing them in 50-gram skeins to begin with, DK. So some were a yes, some were a no, but when I dye them, it's 2 on a skein. So I had so many 50s left over
That's a lot of yarn though, on
Yeah.
a 50 gram.
yes. So I thought, let's get a striped tee.
Listen, first of all, this turned out so beautiful.
This Shima tee, you guys, is so cute.
We both love a raglan in stripes, the way it makes, to me, you could absolutely do a round yoke sweater in
Yes.
this exact same thing, but I love the way with a raglan increase, you're
Love.
bending the stripe. So you get this 45-degree angle, and I just love the way that looks.
I think it's so damn cute.
But if you wanted to do a round yoke version and have just sort of the arcing yoke,
that's super pretty too.
it's beautiful. You can
Yeah.
absolutely do it. But Jodi, this Shima tee is my jam. Tell me about this pinky section. Who's that?
That's Blush. This is Pop Rocks and Mayflower.
This must have been so fun to knit.
She said it's the most colorful thing she's ever knit, and she said it's the most fun with color she's
I
ever
feel
had.
like it's life changing. Like if you've never knit something that's stripy,
Yeah,
you could knit a blanket.
yeah.
You don't have to knit something that you're going to wear if it's really going to bother you, but it's so joyful. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
You could crochet granny squares.
Yes.
Like this kit could be a million things.
I'm actually going to put this on at some point so you guys can see how adorable this pattern
Quick
is.
change.
So I'll quickly just talk about it because we're bringing it up right now. Frankie Gray
It's
has
beautiful.
kitted it. So
So it's in the shop already.
it's in the shop, but you can also buy, you can buy a kit in the size where it comes with 20-gram minis, and then the higher size. There's a couple of colors that have 2 20-gram minis.
Okay.
But then this, here's the thing. I thought I would do 50-gram minis with the required 2 or 3 skeins for the size you want to knit.
Right.
That price point for me was too high.
50 grams?
Yes.
Because you knew you weren't going to need that in the top.
Not even. You could knit 2 sweaters. So that
Right.
price point was too high for me to kit it.
Right.
I didn't like that price point. So what I
Right.
did was I pivoted when I was listing it last night. So you'll get 20-gram minis, and for 3 of the colors, you'll get 2 for the bigger sizes. But this is also an option if you just want 50-gram, the rainbow of 50 grams.
Yeah. It's hard to know with everybody's size for sure.
Yeah.
So 20-gram minis were enough for the body for this one.
More than enough.
More than enough.
Yeah.
It's hard to know how far those things go. So
Yeah.
that's really, let me tell you, even for my wide pink stripe, I weighed the Mayflowers. It was 20-gram mini.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to weigh again to know for sure.
So
but
I hope
I'll do that when I
listen.
do. I'll do a Ravelry page.
Yeah. It's my first sweater kit. Listen, if you run out, message me. I'll send you another mini.
Right.
But I think I did it right.
Right.
Where I'm hoping
If you're on gate,
if
like,
I kept the price point down
that's awesome.
enough that hopefully.
And here's the thing: the kit is for the Shima sweater
Yes.
on gauge.
Yes.
So you can't just kind of wing it and be knitting,
Yes.
you know, a way tighter gauge because you will run out of yarn.
Yeah.
So any sweater at that gauge, you can stripe for that size for your kits.
Yes.
Right? Which is great.
And actually, it's kit 1 through 4 will get 2 skeins of natural, and 5 through 7 will get 3 skeins of natural. This is a 5, and I think if it's a 5, and if you're on gauge, you will most likely you're going to get a few extra minis, I think. But in case you're not exactly on gauge, the 5 I put in the higher, so you get those extra minis for the longer
you
stripes.
never want people to run out. But you also don't want them to overbuy. It's that tight wire walking.
Exactly.
Is this available to buy by itself?
Yes.
So maybe you want to do a navy blue as the main color, or maybe you want to do a
Yeah.
speckle as a main color. Like,
So the 50-gram smaller skeins, color only, is available.
that's awesome.
And then the kits, I don't have the mini sets of the 20s, but just the 50 grams. So
I love
this is
it.
available.
So those are 50s?
These are 50s.
Right. So that is more than enough. Like you'll have extra.
This is
for all
5
the strips.
skeins of yarn. You
Right.
could do just a sweater with this for a lot of the sizes.
For sure.
No,
Like
I think for all
Andrea
the
Mowry's
sizes.
stripe sweater, her stripes.
You could just do stripes.
That's all it is. There's nothing breaking up the stripes. Right?
Georgia, that was too loud when you closed your door.
Georgia.
We're podcasting.
Georgia.
Clearly, she's trying to scare us.
She's going to love that I told that story. She'll never know.
That's so funny.
Jodi, this is stunning. How is this super fun for you guys to get a
Yes, but
sample knit up and then do a kit? You guys must love it.
Listen, dyeing yarn is no joke for like the laborious part of it.
Yeah.
Like, don't become a yarn dyer.
Well, but you should be getting a massage. Oh my gosh.
You guys. Yes.
We should get a picture of us in both of our striped tees when I'm done.
Like, look at this. It is such. See, and I'm knitting a smaller. I'm not going up the big size. This is the 51.
Well, it looks great on
I'm
you.
so
There's
skinny.
You are. I was just going to say.
Yeah.
And I mean, I used to be that person that thought, oh, horizontal stripes are not your friend.
No.
You're not. I don't even. Listen, I don't even think about it because I love stripes so much. So I hope,
Stripes
don't worry
are happy.
about it. Listen. That's so cute.
Thank you.
You look amazing in it.
Thank you.
And
it was
this
fun to knit.
Superwash DK is such a nice weight. It knits up fast, but it's not overheating.
And it's not heavy. Like, I've knit with some yarns that felt heavy.
And it doesn't feel woolly.
It's light,
It's
you guys.
really a great transitional, I would be able to wear that most days of the year.
Listen,
How cute when it's cold with a long sleeve black t-shirt.
DK is you guys, it's surprisingly perfect
Yeah.
for a t-shirt fabric.
And knits up fast. Because
Yes.
lots of people think, oh, fingering weight, it's going to take me forever.
Yeah.
But for a tee, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But honestly, the DK is speedy.
Love it so
It
much.
looks so good on you.
Stripes are fun. Listen, and this could be, you imagine, the combinations are endless.
Right. But it's just fun to see an example. I know sometimes even just seeing what somebody else does gives me my own ideas, or it makes you think, wow, that color combination's beautiful.
Totally.
That's what I
Totally.
love. Jodi?
Okay,
Yes, that's my suggestion for you to cast on something stripey.
that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do it in
With
a different color palette.
Soft aqua as the main color.
Oh, do you think? I want to have Barbie Girl, and I want to have Lemony Limey in it.
denim or siren or mouse gray or black.
Oh my God. Anyway.
You can go any way with that. See, the denim's beautiful.
Yeah. I'll show
might
that
be
after.
might be too close to something you already got. Gosh, look at that. What about taupe?
Taupe is a really beautiful
I love
color.
taupe.
Yeah.
I could show you.
Taupe's good.
I love it. Okay. Okay, I love it. Okay. Here we go. Yesterday, I was so excited because remember I said how much we love the press. Jodi said, I thought you should wear, I'm surprised you're not knitting the press flowers cardigan. And I said to you, look, when a pullover comes out, I will be powerless. I will have to knit it. It came out and it's a raglan.
As soon as I saw it.
I was like, done.
That combination of that dirty green and that beautiful royal purple.
Stunning.
Wow.
So Savory Knitting, they've done the shawl, the hat, the cowl, the cardigan, and this is the one that totally has my heart. I was literally, all I did yesterday as far as knitting was swatch for this sweater.
It's so good. I'm not ignoring you. I'm finding information for when I can talk about that.
Okay.
Tracie.
So
I actually, when I saw you post, I thought, right fucking on. She's knitting. She's doing it.
well, I also just got excited about the pattern and wanted to share that because I think if people see this as we're doing it this week, I think there's still a pattern discount. So you can
I
go
can't
get the
believe
pattern.
you did that.
And I've never knit this stitch pattern. It is a mosaic knitting. So you're doing 2 rows using one color and then 2 rows slipping that color and knitting a new color in alternate.
It's all slip knitting?
Yeah, it's so fast. So I was also thinking, am I even going to like knitting that stitch pattern for an entire garment, right? Like, is this something that I'm going to like to do? So I purchased the pattern. It's awesome. And I got swatching. And it's worsted weight yarn in 2 colors. And sometimes for worsted weight, I think the gauge is 21 stitches. I prefer using DK weight yarn at that gauge. So
I hear 21, I think, ooh, that's a lot of stitches.
And
it's not really.
It's really not, but it's also, I feel like if I use DK to get 21, it's a little bit more of a drapey fabric. That's just a personal preference. It's stunning in the worsted weight yarn. So I grabbed this light blue, Jodi, is your sweater blue. This is Sonder Yarn DK in the window shopping.
Do you know what's funny? When I look at that, I don't see light blue. Tracie, I'm obsessed with that combination.
I thought this was going to be fun to talk about.
Are you serious?
And this is a little remnant of Spin Cycle's Dream State yarn. Now, I didn't go far enough for the color to change, but it's a super high contrast. This color is called Nostalgia, and it's very like mulberry purple. There's some pinks that will come, but this is it. This is leftover from when
What's it called?
Nostalgia. This is the color that's
I
coming.
just, sorry, my mind,
I know.
I blacked out after I saw
Listen,
that
you're not kidding.
sample.
So this gauge was too big. So I just kept going with colors because I was like, I don't know if I want to do that color. And honestly, truth be told, I don't have enough Spin Cycle in a color to do the sweater. So now I'm thinking, what are my alternatives?
Let me just say one thing to that.
Okay.
I actually also feel like because you have the one main color that you have enough,
Yeah.
could you not just pair a beautiful complementary, or that's not what the look you're looking for?
Like
a complementary color that would match this when you run out, that you could start another one.
I don't know. Here's the thing with this design, you're working in rows. And so with the color changes all by itself, it'll just look like it melts through. If you change your color intentionally like that, you'll get a line. You're knitting in stripes.
Yeah.
So I did go look at the Press Flowers Cardigan hashtag on Instagram, and you can absolutely change your own colors, but you do get the look of a stripe then. So if that's your jam, go for it. You can make it scrappy. You can absolutely do it.
Petra's using Nostalgia in her pressed flower cardigan.
It's a gorgeous color, and it's very
Good morning.
deep
Star.
and beautiful. Hi, Star.
You had me so worried. Thank you for joining. I hope
I
it
hope
was
you
just
had a sleep in.
yeah.
I actually had to sleep in this morning. I was panicking when I woke up.
Nice.
Okay, so the color that I have a whole sweater quantity in is this neutral brown. It's called flannel, and that is also Sonder DK.
I'm not feeling that.
Okay,
Are you?
I don't know. So what I did was I put it with this DK weight crazy Zauber ball. I also don't have enough for that. I'm just looking for gauge.
You're really torturing yourself.
I'm looking for gauge. Like
okay.
Because I could buy 2 balls of this and be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
The price difference is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'm going with it. So anyway, this whole swatch ended up being too big, so I had to start again.
Although I say I'm not feeling that for you, it would be stunning. I don't know.
So then I do have enough. This is Sonder fingering and mohair in the Free Spirit color.
Ooh.
So using
Oh,
the
you guys.
neutral, and then this would be my.
There's a halo.
And I do have to, and I have to say,
It's
I
like puffy.
love the fingering and mohair as the contrast color
Love that.
for the texture. And I can see myself in an all over pattern with that color and where I think, I'm going to feel really good wearing this color. I also think black would be amazing with this. With this, I think black would be stunning.
I adore your combination of no mohair for the main color and adding the mohair. It's like
Me too.
It's like a puffy, fuzzy.
It changes the feel a little bit, where that now
Look at that, you
instead of the
guys.
color change of the yarn, that's the kind of focus. You've got this fuzzy halo. That's now the design thing, right? Like even though your color is going to be all the same. So then I thought, what if I use this color? I have lots of this, and change the mohair. So
What if?
So then that's what this next band is. Now I've changed the mohair color.
It's this sample. She switched out the matching mohair to, is it natural?
No, it's a floral morganite from La Bien-Aimée. So a really bright coral.
Oh.
So then I thought, if I can't get color changing yarn, maybe I can just do a couple of different colors of mohair, and you will still get a striped effect. You can see with the sample. This is why I know swatching, a lot of people don't love it. I'm very visual, and I want to be able to sort of get a feel of what the sweater is going to look like. So swatching to me is very valuable. So I'm still going to get a stripe if you do this, but I think it's very close. It's not super contrasting, right? Mm-hmm. And I could live with that.
I don't love as much for me what the mohair is doing in here when it's
All of this, I thought to myself, well, first of all, I don't have yarn to do.
First of all, I can if I wanted.
Listen, I can't. Yeah, I can't. So basically, I was just auditioning color choices.
This and this would be.
I feel like the color changing yarn is something I would really love, but I'm really trying to use up stash.
Oh no, buy what you need.
I also have, you're the worst influence. I also have a sweater quantity of this radio flyer. So yes, I have flannel, but I also have radio flyer. And I'm trying to work with those.
You don't have enough spin cycle?
I'm not promising.
Is it spin cycle sport?
No, it's the worsted.
Okay.
And so I would need 4 skeins, and that's even playing yarn chicken.
I think I have 4 skeins of Ghost Ranch if you want it.
Jodi.
That would look stunning with
Jodi.
this. Do you want it?
No.
You thought about it.
No, I didn't
Okay.
know. I have 3 of one color, and then I was thinking to myself, well, maybe I'll just be done after 3, and the rest of the sweater is plain.
That might look weird.
Thanks.
Sorry.
That's a bad idea.
Anyway, listen. This is a lesson.
Yeah.
What's that?
I kept swatching. I'm not done.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, so basically I looked at this swatch and thought it's just for gauge because I don't think any of those are really, other than the pink, the dark pink, that's one I can see myself going with.
I can see you in this.
But I wasn't like 100% sure.
I can see me in this.
So that was on a 4.5 millimeter needle.
Okay.
And too big. The gauge was too big.
I do like the gauge though.
Me too. So I went down to, that's like a 19 stitch gauge instead of a 21.
I'd have that.
So this swatch that I have right here is 22. So I would go up a needle size. It's sort of in the middle.
That is so pretty. I know. Do you think about striping color? Because when I see this, I think you could easily.
I feel like it's busy for my taste. It's busy enough to have an all over pattern that I don't want it striped. Having said that, I feel like if somebody did stripe it, it would look really good.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to go for like, this is an all over pattern. So what do I want? So this is Frankie Gray Fibres Hibiscus. Yes. So I do, even though you think you're not loving this color, I feel like it's got a match that's going to make it shine. That together they're going to be awesome duo.
So I didn't love it with this.
Well, that's not
but I love it with this.
Me too.
And then I love it with that.
Me too.
Yeah.
So this is hibiscus. This is going to be a pretty wild all over sweater. I would need one more skein of the mohair and the fingering. So fingering and mohair with the DK. Don't you love it?
Tracie, that would be the one for you I pick.
And then I said to Jeff, oh my gosh, I just knit this sweater that looks like you need sunglasses. It's so bright. Do I really want to go bright again? I don't know.
Oh, that one's really good too. I don't know how you're going to choose.
And then I went cream undyed. You know, I don't use cream enough. I feel like I'm underusing it. I could even do this with the red.
That would be beautiful.
Right?
Like the radio flyer?
Mix the cream and the red.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or
okay.
This is where I'm going.
Oh my God, I love
this gauge is too small.
Can you open that and show us all what it would look like striped?
I think it would look really cool. I mean, ultimately, what I learned from this is, first of all, I love knitting the stitch pattern. It goes so fast.
It really does. Slip stitches fly.
And you memorize the pattern very quickly. Like, it's easy to read, where am I, what do I have to do? But also the chart, is really good. So that's what I've learned. I will definitely knit this because I love the knitting. But I also really love this cream.
I think for me, it's either the pink or this. I don't know. I know. I think I'm feeling the cream way better.
And I'll be honest, I have another color. So now that I will do a quick swatch, like a shorter one on one needle high. Like, I think now that I know the needle I need.
Which do you think?
4 millimeter. So it'll be smaller than that and bigger than this.
Sorry, what's this? 3.5?
3.75.
Ew, you were going to knit a sweater on that?
But feel the gauge. It's not, I'm surprised it's
nice.
Still stretchy, right?
And you guys because you're slipping and knitting and there's not those floats, you don't get the tightness that you may in a garment with actual color work. Do you know what I mean? Like there's so much stretch in this
crazy?
Still. Right, it's still color work and you're still like slipping stitches and bringing it, but compared to color work, you guys, I feel like this is what I want to knit.
Jodi, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Your swatches
like, normally I think one swatch is plenty. I loved knitting this. And let me tell you, if I have enough spin cycle, so I've sort of been lying. Not really lying. But I have this neutral, I have 4 of this. With this. I was thinking of swatching with this.
Oh, yes.
It's my only option for color that I have enough color changing yarn. And I'm going to be really proud of myself for not just going out and buying more yarn.
Right?
Yes. And I also think this would be incredible with a bright yellow, like citron, fingering and mohair.
Love it.
Or bright aqua.
Yes. Oh, beautiful.
Would be so good. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where I'm going, but I just wanted to sort of share my swatch thought process, and
that would have been so much fun. I know people who like swatches.
Super fun.
Yeah. Seeing the different colors and things. Yeah.
So this was a possibility. I also got really tired of winding yarn.
I know.
Like, for just a swatch, I've got to wind.
You don't have a yarn elf to wind yarn?
I know, right?
So sorry for you.
I know. Yeah. Poor you. Your life is so difficult. And you could go really wild, like coral and red would be so fun. So the problem is there's too many options.
That is a problem.
But I love the pattern, and I look forward to. It's definitely. I love the fingering and mohair though. Even though I have the spin cycle, I fell in love with the halo.
I know.
I think I'm gonna do fingering and mohair.
I feel like that red and the spin cycle will find another sweater another day.
Yeah.
I don't think it's this one for you.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. It's stunning, but I don't know that that's...
This color is called Stay Ready.
Actually...
And I bought it for the Koivua sweater by Caitlin Hunter years ago.
And actually, you guys...
It'll get knit.
Spin Cycle has an update this morning.
Yes, they do.
So if you guys were looking... Get on... Any of these people that you love to shop with, just get on their newsletter.
Yeah.
You won't miss anything.
Thursday is always their update day.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay. So...
Nerdy swatch talk.
I had another swatch come in this week, and I'm going to show it. Kits will be coming in the next couple of weeks. Because I showed last week that Melissa sent back that one, the sporty striped...
The Sky High.
Yeah, and so this is the second sample that has come back.
So cute.
This Darlene knit a beautiful sample. This is in Frankie Gray Fibres denim color.
It's one of my favorite colors.
And it kind of looks like worn denim, right?
It really does.
And then
it's tonal like
yeah,
that.
right? And then natural, and then this is Elmer. A little
And Elmer is for sure bright orange. But what a great combo.
pop of Elmer. So
That's a fun way to add a bright that when you don't think you can wear a lot of brights.
just a tiny bit.
It's not your comfort zone.
Right?
And it adds a lot. Just that little tiny bit. So like a 20-gram mini is enough to do that.
It really is. So, I mean, you can make your own kit, you guys. Everyone's got little bits of a DK or fingering and mohair, or fingering double would be fine here.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can make your own kits, right? But I have one more sample coming, then I can have some kits if anyone's interested.
And this was Cozy Classic
Cozy Classic Raglan.
by Jessie Maid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jodi. And these are all, you can wear them. No wonder you don't want me to knit you a sweater for your birthday.
I've got enough. I can only wear so many. No, my thinking was knitting time is precious.
Right.
Knit something for yourself. Give me something small.
I agree.
Right?
As long as it's a promise both ways.
Promise.
As much as I love knitting you a
I've
sweater.
knit you a whole outfit, so whatever.
I would knit you
Just
a onesie. So
gauge your gift
this
to
is
me.
for next year.
No, really.
I'm I never begrudgingly knit you anything.
And I know that.
knit you something that I hope you love.
But we now have the most amazing
We have lots, right?
wardrobe of sweaters. So let's leave sweater knitting for our own.
And listen, I'm thrilled with socks.
Me too. Socks or a hat or slippers or something.
Right, or a dress.
Whatever.
No sweaters, but I will take a dress.
Misty, you're late. We've already been on here for 77 minutes.
And we're out of here. See you later.
Star shit the bed and slept in.
Star.
Just kidding.
I love you. And we were totally worried. When you said that, I was like,
I did. I was
now
worried.
I'm worried.
Especially because she didn't text me back. But whatever.
So you probably woke her up.
Well, next time
Nice.
I'll FaceTime her. Set your alarm. Okay. What else?
That was it? No, I just showed you something.
Good. Okay. Well, I did
No,
just
you
show
just
the
showed me
sweater.
a sweater. Okay. Are we going into sock talk?
Yeah.
Sock talk. Okay. I finished my shorty socks from last time. This
I'm
is
obsessed.
a freckled whimsy. Jodi cranked a big sock tube on her machine and gave me the tube.
Are these for yourself?
I think so. Do you want them? I can add
No.
more toe.
No. You just always give them away. God, they're so.
I did a little one. The first round on the top of the sock when I did my toe is pearl. That's kind of it. Otherwise, it's all stockinette. I did maybe 10 rounds of a. I picked up stitches along this tube and knit up. So 10 rounds of ribbing, and then the sewn Italian bind off.
Okay.
Let me tell you, you guys, game changer to my knitting.
Because a lot of times people complain when they're knitting up and have to bind off rimming that it flares.
There's a lot of bind offs that are very stretchy, and you're either knitting two together through the back loop, or you are adding a yarn over.
Yeah.
And then when the sock is on its own, it does flare, but it doesn't matter. When you put it on, it's fine.
Yeah.
This one is
looks adorable.
you're doing the grafting like a Kitchener stitch without separating your knits and purls. But you're still just working a knit, and then a purl and a purl. All the way along your needle, all the way around.
I gotta try it.
It's not difficult. And then I'm obsessed with adding little embroidered daisies. So I added a little daisy on the ankle. This is Frankie Gray Fibres Soft Aqua.
So good.
Come on, look at it on you.
Yeah. I love it. Tracie, this comment, Carrie, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with yarn dyers that do stripes.
This color combo specifically is just singing for me.
Isn't it?
Yes. All of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I need an intervention on the embroidering daisies, because everything, you get a daisy and you get a daisy.
No, listen, I feel like that's your signature.
It's so cute
Don't
on the ankle
stop.
of a little shorty though. Yeah. And so these are DK, and I did the embroidery and fingering weight.
Yeah.
Which I've done it in DK, and it didn't feel right to me. So
why? Too puffy? Too big?
It just looks different. It looks bigger and puffier. I just really like it in the fingering weight. I don't know how to embroider. I just do,
you do.
One or two things. But Michelle Mullins and Nosh, hi. She said, I get to embroider as many daisies as I want. Mm-hmm. Well, stand back, because I feel like they're coming.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I sat at my machine for like 3 glorious hours
Jodi.
and cranked tubes and did cuffs with all the stripes that I had. So this one is Michelle from Woolens and Nosh.
That color.
Is this not amazing?
That's the one I pointed to. Come on. What's that called? Like, is that a club?
Misty Morning Walk on the Beach.
I want that color. Oh my goodness.
This is for you.
No.
Yeah, you can have it.
Jodi.
No.
Make me birthday socks.
Okay.
It's gorgeous.
Surprise.
But it doesn't have to.
But look at the color she has in between, and then she's...
That's why I said a stripey with taupe, Jodi.
Look at...
Yes, something like that, a stone color.
Her DK base is no joke.
Okay, Michelle is here, and she says Misty Morning, not a club. It's in stock now.
Yeah, but look at this.
Get out of my way, people.
Obsessed.
That combination is gorgeous.
Okay, again, Woolens and Nosh.
These guys live the stripe life.
Yeah. This is called Swizzle. I think I might have stopped too soon. Do you think I'll get a shorty out of that?
No.
Anyway.
No, I don't.
I think I might have to knit. The thing is, it's deceiving because you have a weight on it. And I thought, I think I have enough.
But you could make a mitt with that.
I'm going to knit.
Well, okay, here's the question. Whose foot are you trying to knit for?
I think I'll just knit myself a couple of stripes before I do the toe.
Okay, but I only, yeah, that's not even 6 inches. Like, I need 6 inches. But
do you? Okay.
I'm talking socks, Jodi.
So am I.
You're such a perv. Okay.
Anyway, but this is Swizzle.
Yeah, I love it. It's gorgeous.
It's got...
And Freckled Whimsy?
No! Woolens and Nosh.
Woolens and Nosh.
Yeah. So I'd ordered
Somebody wanted to know what pattern is this. This is no pattern. It's a DK weight sock with just an afterthought cut-in heel.
Yeah.
So any plain sock. I'm trying to think of a DK one.
Somebody asked, does the bind off look weird on knit and pearls? No, show the Italian bind off really close.
I think it looks amazing. It looks super seamless. Some people call it a tubular bind off, but I don't think this is tubular. Tubular is where you do the 2 rows of slipping stitches where you actually create a little tunnel and then you graft it.
This looks profesh.
Let me tell you, it looks amazing. I use it on sleeves.
Wow. I gotta try this.
And it takes no time on a sock. There's hardly any stitches, but I'm even willing to do it on the bottom of sweaters and stuff like that because it looks so good.
And
it's very
really
rhythmic.
Beautifully finished.
Not difficult. Brooklyn Tweed has a really great video on that technique.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
On their website?
They have a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. I knew that. Okay, Freckled Whimsy Carrie. This
Jodi.
is a March yarn of the month.
Gorgeous. What is with you and the stubby tubes?
Tracie,
What are
I
you
did
doing?
these two. Well, I'm gonna do shorties. I don't even think that's enough.
Yeah,
Actually,
it is.
That's
well,
enough.
you might have to knit a little bit more.
I think I have to knit a bit of a stripe before I do the toe.
Yeah. Or you could have just solid yarn, like more.
Yes.
You can do a little
Oh,
bit of stockinette,
yeah.
and that would look super cute, and not like you've screwed up your tube at all.
Totally. It's like,
Okay,
what?
show everybody your folded cuff. Like we just glance over it because we do it all the time, but it looks so good. So lots of people hate doing ribbing, and you can do a folded cuff at the top of your socks.
I do a hung hem on the machine, but you guys, it's super easy just to knit, cast on, and knit about between 24 and 26 rows, somewhere in there. This is, I think, 24 rows folded in half. And then I've Kitchenered before, or you can knit 2 through the back, but then you get a touch more of a bump. However you like to knit them together. What would
Right.
you recommend?
Well, I mean, I've done it where you do the 3-needle bind off and you together.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's very firm.
Yeah.
It's a very firm, you won't have the same stretch. I prefer picking up your stitches and just grafting, just like a
Kitchener.
Yeah.
That would be my choice.
Yeah,
That's what
I think you
normally
get
do.
more stretch and you have more. You can choose to make it like a little bit looser if you want, or a little bit snug. Like you've got more
Yeah.
control over that. But I think a 3-needle bind off is a little snug.
But look how cute this would be if you did it the opposite way.
Oh, I love
and
reverse stockinette.
finish just. Ah, are you serious with this?
I love reverse stockinette.
And look, I can still. That looks finished. I just have to
Yes,
put that
Jodi,
in.
that's what you should do. Just to
I
shake it up.
love. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go crazy.
Especially all the people that you gift socks to. Like it's fun to do a little bit different something.
Totally. Should I just continue with my tubes?
With your what?
Tubes. My tubes.
Apparently you're. Oh, this color.
I believe Carrie has most, if not all, of these colors I'm showing in her shop right now. This is called Oh Vera.
And here's the other thing with wild colors like this, even people that don't feel like they can wear, a sweater that's a bright color, socks are where people they feel like they can wear these brights.
Like those, yes.
Right? You feel comfortable that I have wild socks, but that's okay. I can, I'm still not going crazy with sweaters. So beautiful.
So
That green is absolutely
Stunning.
that bright limey green.
I've been watching a lot of Love Island Australia. It's stunning. Stunning.
Love Island, Australia.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, this is a brand new one, you guys. This
I
is
like the moody colors too.
Keep On Keeping On.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. This is a 10 stripe repeat.
That's long enough.
Yeah. Oh, I adore.
So how many inches? Pause.
Careful.
So from your cut in heel to the toe for you, just where you start your
7
toe?
and 3/4 on a DK sock, or 8. Depends. Sometimes I
From
do
the
8.
back of the heel?
Yes.
No. Okay. So.
Sorry. Yes, from the back of the heel.
Okay.
We're
It's
thinking,
like,
whoa.
wow, I make them way too short. For
Yeah,
you then.
of the back of the heel between 7.
Me too. I go 8.
Yeah, 7 and a half feels so good. I do an 8.
Right.
Somewhere
Dolly.
in there.
I love
right?
you, Dolly.
Because then I feel like if I do like a 7.75 ish, 7 3/4, you can gift that. Like
I
it could
think
be kind of like between an 8 and a 9.
Right.
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 Because there's ease, right? Anyway, so okay, so this is the new one, you guys. This is April's Yarn of the Month Club. So if
Okay,
you haven't
this is-
seen this, if you haven't seen this and don't want to,
Yeah.
look away.
'Cause although it takes a long time for mail to get to Canada,
they mail at the very beginning of the month.
and it's
So-
almost the middle of the month.
So
But still, if you haven't opened it,
she got new labels too, which are so pretty.
they are pretty.
This is Long Time No See, and it's a 9 stripe repeat. And
that's a big.
a lot of times she overshoots how many she needs and then pops them into the shop. Isn't that good?
That's gorgeous, and it's really that sort of like mid-tone, like not super bright, but it's leaning toward, it's gorgeous.
You got a navy mini.
I love that.
This is the club, and I am doing the automatic renewal. So the first of the month, I
should
automatically
totally
get
in
charged.
on that club
Tracie.
because, just for fun, and do DK because I don't have DK
See,
striping.
you should see my DK cubbies.
Okay.
So good.
Good.
Also, she has a new one. It's called the Wednesday Club. It's still striping.
Like
it's
Wednesday,
still
the TV
DK.
show?
Yeah, it's still DK.
I love that show.
But moody colors. Yes,
Moody's good.
I actually got my first skein, but I wanted to do it into a tube before I
So
showed it.
looking at this, I have an idea for you, and because you have so many bright sweaters knit, I think you should do a striped sweater in this kind of palette where this feeling, it's
That's
a
what I
little
was
bit
kinda-
darker.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Something that you would wear, that's not super bright.
Prickly
but
pear, citra. I don't know.
Do you like Siren as much as I do?
Love.
Okay, I love that.
Especially we just did mohair and Surrey
But
on
pairing
Siren
it
this
with
week.
things that are like not super bright, but more mid-tone things.
Yeah.
I think because you have all these bright ones now, maybe you go
Love that.
something like that.
Carrie's so good with. Listen, Michelle and Carrie, both Woolens and Nosh and Freckled Whimsy, are so playful with their
But
colors.
I think that's all self-stripers, right?
Yeah, not just them. I mean,
But yes, you're right. We love, love, love. But self-striping yarn is something that we have been, ever since we knew about it, it's like, bam. Like, I love you. I'm married to you. I will never not love you. For our whole...
speaking of that,
We still
tell us the story
buy
of
a
this.
ton of it and just go crazy for it. I love that.
Scrumptious Pearl.
Okay, this is really fun. Scrumptious Pearl is an awesome Canadian dyer, and we've shared them before and for years. And I've done, their yarn club, and over the years we've got to meet them in person. It started out as Sam out. She was in like Montreal, Toronto area.
Sam got fired.
Sam has been let go. Sam and Olga started Thread and Maple. So now Scrumptious Pearl is actually dyed by Stephanie, who is Sam's mom. She's not a full-time dyer. She's also part of Thread and Maple, but dyes for Scrumptious Pearl as well. So 6 years ago, 2017, I actually looked this up. Jodi's such a good gift giver. And I was trying to think, we were both born in July, and I was trying to think, what would be something that would be unique just for her? And I reached out to Sam, and now I think back on this and think, who do you think you are? Asking a self-striping dyer. I just said to Sam, would you be interested in a custom color? Like, would this be something we could do for Jodi for her birthday? And then I'm not good at asking people for things. And I immediately was like, oh my gosh, that's really a lot to ask. And she was like, I would love to. Thank goodness. And so she was like, can you just tell me what her favorite colors are, and I'll get back to you with a few stripe combos. And this is what she came up with. And I said, Jodi, we love gray. She loves aqua, like watermelon pink kind of like, and she just knocked it out of the park by combining 6 colors. That's a big
so
stripes
beautiful. Yes.
combo. And so then it was like, what are we going to name this? And I was like, well, Jodi's just so naughty. And I don't know. I was trying to think of something with like balls or something. I don't know. And I think Sam's probably thinking, how am I going to sell that? So Sam suggested That's What She Said. And she doesn't know how obsessed you are with The Office either.
I
Right?
say That's What She Said, not daily, but weekly.
It was the best suggestion, and it fits like a glove still to this day.
Hey, George.
Hi, George.
How are you? Go Oilers.
It was literally the perfect suggestion because it fits you like a glove. It's still something we say to this day. Who doesn't? And that was it. I knit you socks. I gave you a skein. I think I bought a few skeins so that it was like worth her time. And then
I still wear these socks.
listen, it's phenomenal. It's so beautiful. And then a couple of months ago, I said to Jodi, wouldn't it be amazing if we could ask for them to dye up? That's What She Said. I wonder if they're interested in something like that.
Is this something she had in her shop?
I don't think so. But I don't know for sure. So I asked Stephanie, would you, be open to dyeing an order if That's What She Said? Grocery Girls just turned 7, and it just got me thinking about special things, right? That, and she was, again, so wonderful and said, absolutely. So that's what she said is now in our Grocery Girls shop. And I just think that's such a like Oprah full circle moment, right? That it's still, these are people we met and they're just so wonderful. And it's a woman-owned business, and they're still doing
Mother-daughter, like
they're
it's
just
family.
killing it,
Yeah.
right? Like the family business, and they said yes. So that's what she said is in the shop. It actually went out to our newsletter subscribers first, our emailers, and I kept looking and thinking, oh my goodness, it's flying out. So I did put it on Instagram last night. There is still some in the shop today.
But very few.
Very few. So I hope you get it if you love it. And we will ask if we could get another order. But self-striping takes a while. So we'll see if we can get in the queue for another order. All that to say, we both have socks in that.
Yeah.
We split one skein. And show yours first.
You can get 2 shorties depending that they're not giant feet.
We always thought fingering weight yarn had to be like fingering weight patterns. But now Jodi's like,
Guys.
I'm putting mohair with it because I'm a DK person. Everything's DK.
I put undyed mohair, and I didn't realize at the time, this is a 33-gram mini.
It's a huge yarn set as far as,
The mini is sparkle, the yarn is not.
yes.
And it's such a subtle sparkle, you guys.
It is very subtle, but it's there.
Yeah.
Like you've got your Selena a little bit.
So I held the fingering weight with mohair, natural mohair, undyed throughout, and added a color for this. Having said that, Tracie had enough that you can do 2 full pairs like this with the same mini using...
Huge. It's
Yeah.
the mini is huge.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Anyway. So this was the fingering weight pair of shorties that I did.
It is spectacular. Like, I mean...
This is the yarn in all its glory without the mohair,
it's
but
spectacular.
I love it both ways.
Me too.
So you can see all the really beautiful colors. And speaking of tubes, I cut my tube here. That's why there's this weird purple stripe. So I ended up I totally screwed it up too. Anyway, this is it. And I did a afterthought heel, and you get the cute little bullseye with
I do love that.
with self-striping yarn. So I really love doing the heel and the stripes. And then I used the contrast color with the sparkle for the cuff and toe. And again, this was the same thing, the Italian sewn bind off. You would never know that this wasn't just a top down. I feel like it's just, you can't tell. I mean, you can tell at some point if you're really, but it looks amazing. So it's beautiful. So now I never made myself a pair of these socks.
Now you have.
Now I've got a pair.
Isn't the colors, are they for you?
I said to Georgia,
I was going to say, I see Georgia
do
in
you
this
want
too.
these? And she said, the leg's too long. Like she's really like her leg would be this long. So yay, I get a pair.
Oh, I love it.
I will wear these so much. So thank
Georgia,
you to Sam and Stephanie.
Your mom knit you a pair of socks and you said no?
Right.
Rude.
Do you know, can you believe it?
Rude. Actually,
I said to her, she goes to the bottom of the list now.
guess what? I had someone ask me to do another Oiler color for the playoffs. It's going to be called All Roads Lead to Stanley.
Jodi.
This weekend. Georgia, I'll hook you up.
Jodi.
Isn't that a good name?
Yes.
All Roads Lead to Stanley.
Right.
Our Oilers are so
It's
amazing. We got Oiler fever in Edmonton.
We're back to Oiler fever, and it's really fun to live in an NHL town where you make the playoffs. So it goes kind of wild.
And not just make the playoffs. We're rocking it.
Oh my gosh, they've just been on this. Listen, we've been on the losing streak where it's like, oh my gosh, they lost 12 in a row. Now we won 12 in a row, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That's fun.
This color is so good. So don't get discouraged. We're going to reach out and hopefully fingers crossed.
Yeah, we really thought we ordered the right number, and it's hard to know, but we're thrilled to be able to. So hopefully Stephanie has time in her schedule. So
How many did we? Oh, we get
however long.
perfect.
And
Tracie thought what was really fun is maybe requesting a couple different color minis.
I think so. I think next time we order, maybe we'll do half with one color
Love
mini.
it.
Just for, why not?
Variety.
Just for fun.
Variety.
This
This has to go back in the shop. One of you. Actually,
But this makes really cute Self-striping hats for babies. Like, there's so many things now.
You know the Park You hat that Tracie holds with mohair.
Which I designed with scrumptious pearl yarn.
Just saying.
So I'm not, and that one skein of yarn got you 2 medium-sized hats too.
And this for
With
the
with
brim.
mohair. Yeah, like super cute. Maybe I should do that. Anyway.
Oh, and if you're gonna go to say what you're gonna say.
Also, self-striping yarn is so great in color work and mosaic slip stitch, especially when you're trying to do something where you would use lots of different colors. This is one of the yarns that changes color for you.
Yeah.
There's so many uses for self-striping yarn. I know people automatically think socks, but
there's
when
so
you
many
love
things.
it, you can do lots of things with it too.
Just if you're going to the shop, I know we had a really, really great response because the Knitting Barber has nailed this knitting essential for us. A giant like you guys, those flew out of the shop. They're that good.
Well, they really are. And honestly, I now have 2 sets of these. Oh my gosh. Okay. So in these silicone cords, there's one that's super long. What is it? One that's 60 inches and 2 that are 30 inches. I don't know where I heard it, but I did hear it somewhere. The big long 60-inch cord, I snipped off a 5 or 6 inch piece, and you can just use it as a stitch holder here. I put one end here, and it was kind of a shorter thing, but now your stitches aren't going anywhere either with your knit. So when you use the longer cord, you can make the circumference of your sweater bigger so you can try it on without moving your stitches. And you can also use it to hold your stitches on your sleeves. But that was another use that somebody, and I wish I could remember where I heard it.
I see.
But it was awesome.
I love that. I hadn't heard that.
I did that, and it's like a charm.
I do also have 2 sets, and one of them I did cut so I can use it for holding stitches on my sleeve.
So
there's so many inches in there.
So the 60-inch one
said.
for me, I'm not kidding you. It's every
all
day.
day.
It's for real. The 60-inch one would be perfect for that. I feel like I use the 30-inch one more myself, but there's so much length in this tiny little can that you can have a million ways to use it.
I love it. So big restock on that too. So if you're looking, they're restocked.
Carmen just said self-striping is great for baby dresses. Come on.
Baby sleeves on sweaters we've talked about.
So many things. And I mean, there's literally books on self-striping yarn. You don't have to look that far for lots of different ways to use it, even though it's fabulous all by itself in stockinette stitch. 11:11.
I have to go to the dentist.
Today?
Yeah.
I got my eyes checked the other day at our local place.
Isn't it nice in there? We have a brand new little
super nice. And
Helio?
Yeah.
Helio?
No. Hello?
It's Helio.
Okay, I think you're
I
right.
think so.
Anyway, super cute design, even just really cute to be in there. But they had another machine. I've never had this one eye scan picture. And I said to Jodi, I came home and reordered my Zenny exact same
fit
ones.
you to a T. It's funny. I see pictures of myself pre-bigger, and they were really smaller. I'm thinking, did nobody tell you?
But it's what I liked then. And I mean,
know.
I just feel like, and I ordered 2. I ordered sunglasses for myself. Finally, I haven't.
In this?
Black though. I got
You're gonna
black.
rock it.
And let me tell you, I used to wear sunglasses all the time with my contacts.
Can I try those on, please?
Sure. Tortoiseshell totally works for you. Tortoiseshell works for everybody.
Can you send me the
Yes.
link?
The link. Can you just order my stuff
put
for
these
me?
on?
Okay, how about this? Oh, you're so blind.
know.
Oh my
This
gosh,
isn't quite doing
Jodi.
it for me.
Wow. That's like Jeff. He's totally blind without his glasses.
Yeah.
My prescription did change.
I
So
really
I
like
need,
those.
I need them. I do too.
Because I'm tired of spending $800.
Jodi, you guys, these are
No, I know Zenny is so great.
$300 for 2 pairs.
I know.
How is that? To me, that's a
because
great
I have to
deal.
get bifocals, and then they have to compress them because they're so thick, and then you get.
I've never bought one pair for less than that.
No, I know.
And I know it's not a small dollar amount, but relatively to what I've paid in other stores,
Yeah.
to me it was no option.
My lenses end up being $600+.
We love doing
at
that little
Lens
partner with
Crafters.
Zenny. I would never have, If they hadn't reached out, we did get these through them.
Okay, I
with
buy
a
direct.
partnership.
I buy direct. There's a million out there.
Okay.
I buy direct,
What
maybe.
does that mean?
Oh, just another. It's
Oh.
a I buy direct. EYE.
Oh,
It's
okay.
another website.
You know what? I had an account there, so I just went right back. And
Yeah.
I knew I loved these. I didn't have to search. It was
Yeah.
like reorder.
I love them. I feel like
Thank
I'm
you.
going to order those.
I think you should.
We're going to be twins.
They'll be so different from what you have right now.
I know, but do you know, like, these lenses are so scratched now.
I know. Mine are just started, and now I really just wanted new ones because these are getting old, but I was not surprised to see my prescription had changed.
Yes.
Back in the day, we're such grannies.
Do you have more yarn to show? Knitting
I
to
do
show?
have yarn to show, but I
Knitting,
don't have...
knitting.
No. I'm going to
Did I
knit
show
my
this?
ass off this
I
weekend. and
showed
finish this
another
sweater.
one.
Jodi. I was just looking at this sweater again.
We're going to kit this a little bit later in the year, but I really
For
had
fall?
to show, this was Jolene knit this for me, and this is in Lollipop and Viva Magenta.
That is unbelievable.
This is Jessie made the Great Gingham, GR letter 8
Yeah.
gingham, but it's the hat version also. You guys,
Listen,
it requires
Linda.
2 colors of DK, but look at the
Here's
decreases.
the problem. The knitting pattern releases come too fast. And some things go out of our mind. I was insanely obsessed with this and I never got around to knitting it. I still love it. I'm so glad I bought the pattern when it came out, but now I should knit it. Jodi, that's so beautiful.
I have another one that I knit. Do you guys remember?
Yes.
In Sky High, I think, and maybe
I think Lollipop,
anyway.
something like that.
I had to show it because it's so good.
It's such a good canvas for brights like this, but it literally, you can do low contrast, you can do high contrast, you can do bright, you can do like olive and gray
I mean,
would be amazing. Jodi, that's so cute on you.
I love it.
So Viva Magenta is the color of 2023, the Pantone color of 2023. And I said, I'm knitting a sweater in the color
Okay.
of the year because it's one of my favorite colors.
Here's your order.
So I
Hand delivered.
put an order in at Frankie Great
It
Fibres.
smells like farts when you open the bag.
Yeah, what do you...
I farted in the bag.
Special? Just for me. Don't worry about you guys. You'll get the good stuff. Okay, come on.
Okay.
Yes?
I didn't even see your text in the morning when you said that. But then
didn't?
no, but then Jordan said Tuesdays are I'm not by my phone very much, but Jordan said, "Oh, Auntie ordered."
Placed an order. How are we going to get rid of her? She's constantly ordering yarn.
She knows where we are.
And when I order, it's like whenever. I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
But you guys are amazing. You guys do dye every Tuesday, like full on.
Yeah.
And this was Tuesday. I just assumed it would be in the queue for the next Tuesday, but Jordan is on it.
We caught it. We do our order pull to that Tuesday morning before we start.
Do you?
Yeah. So you were in right under the wire.
So here's the thing. I was totally all over the Viva Magenta.
It's so good.
And it was just time. I wanted to knit something. I was thinking a ranunculus, which is fingering and mohair at a very loose gauge, but I think I was going to do DK and mohair. So
I
that's
just
why
had a
there's so
DK
many
and
stains.
mohair knit and knit one for
And
our
you
shop.
like it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So it'll be slightly heavier than, but I'm going to like that. I'm really going to like that. It's such a loose gauge that you can do so many different things. You can hold 3 fingering together. You can do it lots of different ways.
And then
That's what
Tracie
she
had
said.
also texted, maybe add sparkle. And so I had these. So I thought, I'm bringing these. Look at this. Like this would just melt. It's got a rose gold.
That's so pretty.
This is from Amanda, Crafty Jackalope. This is not mega bling. So the sequins are a little further apart, but I think it would just melt away. And it's like rosy gold sequins.
That's gorgeous.
This could also be an option where either of these two, Tracie, I feel like it might have to be, I don't know.
Yes, I'm looking at that going, well, now I'm...
So this is for you. This is so you
Thank
can
you.
swatch, but are you serious?
Yes, yes, I am so serious. Like, Wow. Okay, I'm totally swatching.
But look,
Okay.
this, I'm going to leave them both just in case.
Yes, I was thinking ranunculus, but you can do anything you want. You could do the lento sweater, which again, very loose
I
gauge.
think you need another sequin moment, and I feel like this was a match made in.
Jodi, I'm so not over sequins. There's way more sparkles coming. I want to do those mini. I was thinking of knitting that this summer. This July when we're like off.
This ranunculus, if you choose that, would fly off your needles.
Oh my gosh.
Are you-
Amanda, put a few balls away. I don't know how many meters are on this
Put
thing.
14 balls away.
But I need Jodi. Jodi's not allowed to buy.
Oh, no.
Jodi needs a calculator. Okay, so this is happening for sure.
Is that not amazing?
Holy moly.
I ripped off the label. I don't know where it was.
Very helpful. How many can look like this, though?
Right. Amanda, no, we're...
Thank you. Are you sure you don't want this? I'll just buy enough for...
No, you have it.
Totally swatching. Look. Hello.
It's so good. So it's going to be another one of, like my black where it was like color on color. So it was like, is there sequins or it's...
Here's another thing I'm thinking with
This
sequins.
is dragon fruit.
This style, like this sweater, where one of the stripes is sparkle all the way through. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So Brenda says, can those be the flowers in the pressed flower cardigan? Brenda, don't think I haven't thought about it. Don't think I haven't thought about sparkles in the pressed flowers. I have not made my decision yet, but I feel like fingering, yes, you can totally do it.
Like I'm thinking, how fast can you get this on your needles? Because I'm obsessed. I want you...
Please, can I finish my t-shirt? Which,
You're real close.
let me tell you, I've got some knitting evenings coming up because I think
What?
tonight and tomorrow night, I'm home alone.
Is there hockey 2 nights in a row?
No, Jeff's got that hockey thing with Shane on Friday night. So Georgia and I will be home.
Oh,
but,
I'll be home Friday by myself.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I have 2 kids at home.
Anyway, I'm a little bit super crazy about, Viva Magenta. I knew when it came out, I was like, well, I'm totally making a sweater.
You really loved... I knew you would love Viva Magenta because it's kind of felt like in your wheelhouse. But when you said sparkle and I knew I had this, I went searching.
Isn't that fun? Yes. Thank you. Okay, here's the thing. Unless the color is horrible, I feel like I'm going to knit a sweater in the color of the year every year.
Oh, I love that.
Unless there's a caveat. Unless it's something that I don't think I would wear. But I feel like the last few years, I could totally have knit a sweater. Color of the year. Watch it be like the worst color ever next year.
Purple.
But the silk, silk mohair, again, just like self-striping, I'll never not love it. And the glow, even though it's the same color dyed on 2 different bases, when the silk is added in, it's the best. Did you show your ranunculus?
Quickly.
Did you?
Or did I just
You
show
showed
you?
me at home.
I don't think I showed it here. Are you serious?
I don't think you've shown that one.
And I'm so sorry. I got to bring it. It's
Next
so
time.
good.
Next time.
Okay.
And so I don't know that for sure I'm doing a ranunculus, but I think so. I really enjoyed knitting it, and it was
You love it.
pretty. It is pretty. Come on. Have you?
I cannot wait to see your swatch.
Well, I was gonna say maybe tomorrow, but maybe not. I really want to. I don't think I have much knitting left on my other sweater.
Which other one?
This t-shirty one with all the
No, I
stripes. I think I only have 6 inches of knitting.
What?
I know.
Okay. Oh, you guys, I had some patterns to show. Okay. Did you guys know that Caitlin Hunter
Ooh, I
had a
love- I
brand
do.
new sweater?
Okay,
It's called Lax.
I bought that one.
It's out of worsted, and it was her inspiration was a vintage ski sweater.
Sign me up. And is this the one? This one's raglan.
Lax.
It's color work with a raglan.
Look, you can see the raglan in here. You guys, I'm gonna knit this. I just don't know when. You know what I thought? What? Remember that Knitting Loft yarn I bought? All those colors?
Yes, Jodi.
Don't you think?
Yes. Listen, I need more hours in the day to knit all the things I want to knit, but I would wear the heck out of this. This is designed in all spin cycle, right?
Yes.
It's that trine, which is their marled yarn.
So
So it
beautiful.
looks, but you could also use that loop yarn, right? That loop has. But I was also thinking with this one of the colors in the color work as fingering and mohair. So you get a little bit of a halo effect. Oh, I saw that one.
Okay.
This lady knits
Margot
or woman, person, knits the most stunning versions.
I don't know who she is because then every sweater is like a photo shoot with
I
a model.
know. I love following this person on Instagram, and I'm always obsessed with their choices.
Margot Sheehan is her name. Same name on Instagram. And this is this is her lac sweater.
So it looks to me like the body yarn is Dream State by Spin Cycle. See how it changes color? Yeah. It's phenomenal. Look at the color choices.
Look at her model.
I know that.
But look at her professional
So
photos.
beautiful.
She's not even a design.
Maybe she's a photographer.
Oh, that could be. She's a super fast knitter. Yeah. Anyway.
Tanya, I'm wearing the Ship Shape sweater. I have a Ravelry. You know, somebody sent me a message. Can you make sure Jodi does a Ravelry page for something? Sorry.
Just message me. Maybe I'll let you know if I remember.
Yeah.
That's rude of me because I do take advantage of those pages. It's just bitchy.
It's not rude, but it is something you're just not in the habit of doing.
And it could be really quick, short little notes. It doesn't have to be a big
deal. No, it doesn't have to be a big deal. Show Jordan how to do it.
Totally.
She'll do it.
Yeah. You guys, to have someone who likes to do the administrative stuff.
Yes.
Listen,
Jodi.
is amazing.
It's a huge job.
Okay. The Surrey shirt.
Oh,
This is by Kadri.
Yeah.
But it is fingering, but it's a brand new. I thought this would be a great suggestion for our tees and tanks knit along. This is knit, I believe, with a linen blend for this sample, but it is fingering, so you can choose whatever you'd like.
It's like a nubby silk yarn or something, I
Yeah.
thought. I saw this one.
Could be.
It's so beautiful.
But look, the neck is so pretty. The drape of the fabric that she's gotten, a little split hem.
I love that split hem. And it looks so cute with the white, like really just dressing up something really casual.
This is just effortless. The Surrey shirt just came out this week.
I
know that for sure.
I feel like a t-shirt is the perfect item to knit in maybe that kind of luxurious, maybe a silk blend or a linen silk blend. Like, because it's usually not a lot of knitting, right? Like you don't have to worry about the sleeves, which is like a third of your yarn. So if you wanted to try kind of a nice drapey, just a different fabric, for summer, because just by changing the yarn, you can kind of elevate it a little bit with that texture or the drape or the sheen of a silk or something.
Very size inclusive.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
It is really pretty.
I was waiting for this to come out, and if I'm honest, slightly disappointed it's fingering. Just for me.
But what's the gauge?
I don't know.
What's the needle size, the smallest needle size you'll knit with?
For a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Probably 4.
Well, that's probably what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say I'm disappointed because, listen, the fabric that you'll get with this for those climates or if someone who really, really wants a lightweight option, this is stunning.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking lazy. That's all. Let's call a spade a spade.
I will be honest. I knit a t-shirt last summer in Sonder Yarn's Muse base, which is merino with like 10% linen, but it had these little blips of like the
beautiful.
It just dyes differently and it looks different than a merino sock yarn, but it's knits the same. Anyway, it was phenomenal.
This is a 3mm needle, 26 stitch gauge.
That's pretty snug.
That scares me away.
Yeah. But there's there definitely is other t-shirts knit at that gauge. But so here's the thing. So knitting this gives you the idea that look how beautiful this textured silk t-shirt is, and you'll find a pattern with the gauge you like to work at.
Listen, she's a beautiful designer. This is just one that I might not knit because it's a little smaller gauge. But you guys, whoever does,
I feel like people should go for it because it really is a gorgeous fabric.
She's the designer of the Harlow V-neck sweater I knit, you guys.
An amazing designer.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
I want that sweater in a DK 18 or 19 stitch.
This t-shirt?
This one.
Okay, but okay.
Not that I couldn't find one almost exactly. I'm just being nitpicky. Anyway.
Yeah, totally. But I do think t-shirt is a good thing, a good project to think, oh, I'm going to use a linen, or I'm going to use because it's really nice to wear in warmer weather. I'm going to wear something with a bit of silk content, and it kind of dresses it up a little bit.
Did you guys know that Oprah is having giant major conversations about menopause?
Yes, I did. I'm so happy about this.
I know being a woman, I know it's something we all have to go through.
Yeah.
And we know it's all happening to everyone, but it's that knowing that your same shit is happening to somebody else is comforting.
Well, and it's it is like they're calling it like, it's like puberty, and we all go through it to different extents, different like levels.
I feel like it's way worse.
Listen, the problem, it is worse. To me, it feels worse. As a teenager, I'm sure that the puberty was worse for our mother, but the narrative around it is, yeah, that's just menopause, like deal with it. No, I would like to solve, like, that's not okay that I can't sleep, and it's not okay that I'm having hot flashes and all these other things. I mean, there's worse things that can happen.
I kind of feel like if it's a man, menopause would have been like eradicated.
I was talking about this with my husband the other night. I said, "Oh my gosh,
we've been
Oprah,
cured."
Gail, Maria Shriver, these people with huge. I mean, those women. Are just women I've always admired, what they stand for and how they deal with certain things. And I'm thrilled that now menopause is the topic they're taking on, and I think they're going to help a lot of people, and ourselves included.
Yeah.
Right? I don't make decisions about treating menopause because I feel like there's information out there that's so conflicting, and I don't know what to do, so I do nothing.
Here's the thing. Also, I want a doctor that hears me when I say it's fucking shitty.
Well, and it affects a lot of your life.
Because I brought up to my doctor, and I adore her, and she's terrific, but for the subject of menopause, and I said, can we talk about estrogen cream? Can we talk about something? Right. She said, absolutely not. I will not put you on that.
Or point me in the direction of where I can educate myself with reliable information. Right? Good information. Because the problem, the good and evil of the internet is everything's out there, but how do you sift through who's reputable and who's wise and what's just quackery, right?
Yeah.
So,
and
yes,
this has been
Jodi, I saw this on Oprah, or about Oprah, and I was so excited about it.
Because it is like a decade or more that we suffer with this. And lucky you if your symptoms are very mild. I wouldn't say minor extreme, but pretty crappy.
I can't remember
a lot of days.
And now I've just gotten to the point where I accept
it's your new normal.
Yes, and I don't think that's okay. They say how important sleep is. I sleep badly. Badly. So yeah.
So
anyway, yes, I saw it.
We won't get into it in debate. I know there are people that say yes, hormone replacement, no hormone, whatever.
Right.
Whatever works for you, do for you. But
very personal decisions.
I love the conversation.
Me too.
I love the conversation.
Me too.
Okay, you guys, I found something really great for our hot granny square summer.
Okay.
If you don't want to knit it, if you don't want to crochet a garment.
Oh, that's so cute.
I thought these were friggin' adorable. And
that's so cute.
This is going to be a new pattern. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's out yet. This post was April 2nd. So look at this.
Wow.
With a little leather handle. I'm crocheting these. Look at. And they're affixed. They're just lined with that like cork maybe.
Yeah, which is like a paper.
Like
you can buy that at
and
the
then
craft
just
store.
little grommets and little strips of leather, although you don't even need those for.
There's stuff like that at the fabric store. That's oh my gosh, Jodi, I want to make that. I want to make that. Can you please send that to our group?
So easy.
So we thought it might be fun to do hot granny square summer. What? But that doesn't mean a blanket. There is sweater patterns out there.
Do you want a bucket hat? Okay.
Heck yeah. So go to our Ravelry group. Have we started that? I don't think so. Have we? No, we haven't. It's our Tees and Tanks make along until the end of May. And then June, July, August. Hot Granny Square Summer. You guys can go off on your holidays, have your summer, make whatever you want. We just thought that would be fun. Yes, Nick Collage has more than one sweater pattern.
And when it comes closer to casting on, you guys, I'll get these and the designers and everything. I'm just showing you
The vest. Look at that vest.
The possibilities are endless.
I would wear the heck out of that vest.
Right?
Yes.
And let me tell you, if you're not a crocheter or a very beginning crocheter, let me tell you, the learning curve is short. It is so easy to catch on.
I feel like we can
very
do
quickly.
I feel like we can do it.
Yeah. I think I showed this before.
That's phenomenal. But yeah, it doesn't have to be a blanket. It can be just a little project. And speaking of Nick Collage, their spring make-along is coming up. And
I voted.
You guys. We're going to be offering, of course, we've been affiliates with Nick Collage for a few years now. We just love the company and we love these make-alongs. And some of their new designs are bags.
A couple are standouts for me. I actually thought this year there was some real stellar pieces. Not every year there is, but a few jumped out this year for me.
Every once in a while, something stands out to you more than others. And this little dumpling bag that is a crocheted purse by Vanessa.
Well, she did that other purse that I did with the handles and stuff.
Right.
Do you remember?
I don't know, why can't I find that? Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. I just love their yarn. But the exciting thing is the survey was out and I think it's done and I think they're going to announce the new patterns coming out. So I would really like to do the little crochet bag.
It's cute. It was really
I don't have a ton of time this time of year, so I feel like that'll be quick, but also awesome just to have. Really cute.
It.
There was 2 bags that were in the survey.
Yeah.
The cute little flat handbag.
What did you pick?
And then the little dumpling bag.
What did you vote for?
I actually voted for the pullover with all the stripes and mixing of yarns, and it just looked really cute. Yeah.
I don't remember.
But it was hard to vote because the shawls
there
were
was a
even
few.
amazing.
I actually wanted 3 votes. Top 3.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway. I just have some Frankie Gray
still on. Okay.
Do you have it? Oh no, we have other stuff to show.
Do we?
Don't you?
Okay. How about this? We get to share the last chickens of Hugh Loco. So our pal Nicole of Hugh Loco Yarn has done her chickens and roosters again, and she's almost done with the releases. Tomorrow.
This one's really pretty.
Here's the one coming out tomorrow. And then there's one for next week. I don't know if we share it now or we share it after it comes out or what. But here comes, this is tomorrow, the Faverol Rooster. It's phenomenal.
You guys, those tealy, steely blues with those dirty,
it's
rusty,
so speckly. And they always pair them with their in-house semi-solids, and it's pumpkin and agate. This is phenomenal. I love this rooster. This must be such a gorgeous bird.
I can't wait to see that skeined and knit. It's going to be beautiful.
I think so too. So you guys getting a little sneak peek today. It's coming out tomorrow. Boy, that denim-y blue and the teal.
They're so good at variegated and speckles.
They're phenomenal.
And their sets, you guys, obviously, you guys, all the sets and collections that Hugh Loco comes out with, they're killing it.
They are.
Yeah.
So they come out with these collections and then they retire the old one. So when you see it, don't assume that it's going to be there forever.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be here for the year or however long they decide.
Yeah.
And you can get it, you can knit a sweater.
Also available on different bases. Like
Is it?
Yes, if you
DK,
think
right.
like when Hugh Loco launches something, it's like every base you can get it on.
And they do it in mini skein sets.
Yes.
And which I think they're incredible with.
That was always my favorite, was to get a collection and get the
minis.
20-gram mini set. Yes.
Hugh Loco is just moving to their new warehouse building that they bought. They're amazing. They are amazing.
Have they moved?
I think they're just moving. So
that would be a lot.
big space for their company now. We just think Nicole is just one of those awesome ladies and someone that is just
She's a nice lady.
passionate about the industry and, you know, employing I think it's all women driven, women owned, and just been around forever. She's incredible.
Yeah. We love supporting because we know what an amazing.
And even before COVID, we were like, we should go for a visit, and because she had like the retail area. We haven't seen her in person for way too long.
When we were in Denver, we were lucky enough to be able to sneak to Colorado Springs and meet
Boulder.
Boulder.
Yeah.
She's in Colorado Springs, right? No.
Loveland. But it's such a quick trip for us. We still have to put it on our calendar and do it because it would be great, you know, when she's all organized in her new space, to just go for a couple of days.
Just kidding. I'm not. I'm just tired.
JK, I just need another Diet Dr. Pepper.
Totally. I pounded my iced coffee I made.
Pounded my iced coffee.
Pounded my iced coffee and pounded my pop. Anyway.
And that's not the entire list, but whatever.
Right. That's what she said. Okay. New Taylor Swift club.
Oh. This is exciting.
Speak Now
Stop
is the
it.
album. Speak Now is the new album. It's very purple.
What?
It's very pink. The cover is beautiful. It's this gorgeous flowy dress.
It's so purple.
And this is it cranked into
That's
a tube.
phenomenal. I have to buy the Taylor Swift club. What?
Isn't it so
Look
pretty?
at the speckles.
Yeah. I love it so much.
Okay.
So-
Aren't we bummed Taylor Swift is not coming here?
Yeah. Well, we don't know yet. She said there was going to be more. There was going to be Canadian dates announced. There never was.
Taylor, please come. We'll knit you socks.
Yeah. This is also from that album, but it's a song from that album. This is the official Yarn Club colorway.
Okay. And this is an offshoot?
This is an offshoot.
Wow.
This was her Jordan's first attempt, and they didn't love it.
I love it.
Love it.
Listen, they're totally different feelings, both of them.
This is Love Song. This is a song off the Speak Now album. Pretty.
Long Live?
What did I say? Love Song?
Yeah.
Long Live. This is a song
That's
off
beautiful.
the album. And then
That would make such a cute, both of them, a t-shirt for summer.
I love that.
Yes.
Wow. And this is I Did Something Bad. This is a song off another album. This was a color she was going for that didn't exactly vibe with the album cover that she liked. But this is also a Taylor Swift song. So there's 3 Taylor Swift.
I love it. Love it. Because they're all so different.
Yeah.
Boy, it's fun to see it all worked up too, Joe. That's such a good idea. That's so good. It reminds me of the family of like Mayflowers and Pop Rocks. I feel like
That's the family.
this is perfect
Yeah.
speckle version to fit in there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, we have
Beautiful.
another one coming next month. It's already done. I already cranked the tube. Yeah, beautiful. It's called the Eras Tour.
Ooh.
And it's spectacular. I'll talk more about it, but I'm just teasing that. It's so
Hanger.
good. I'll show you.
Cliffhanger.
Okay, so Frankie Gray Fibres. We have all our dyed to order, which is always in the shop. But what we added this week was the 3 Taylor Swift colors, including the Yarn Club. We cranked several tubes. If anyone's looking for DK tubes.
So you sell them in your shop?
Yeah.
With a mini?
This color is Boardwalk. I
Ooh.
adore this color. It's got gray, it's got sand, it's got hot pink.
Okay.
It's got yellow, a touch of like butter.
Okay, I know we're sick of talking about pressed
not.
flowers. The other thing I was considering for the contrast color is a heavily speckled with mohair. Like Kissing Booth would be amazing with the red. Do you know what I mean? Like I think when people are thinking about color changing yarn, maybe you don't have it, maybe it's not in the budget, maybe you want to work with your stash, 2 skeins of speckle and mohair or whatever would totally work.
And be stunning.
Totally stunning.
Yeah.
Like I would not feel deprived or let down or that I'm that I'm settling in any way. These are all things that I love.
Thank you, Cindy.
So-
Yeah, I love that suggestion because we all have those skeins. So it doesn't have to be.
I actually think it's perfect for a heavily speckled yarn that you're like, I don't even know what to do with this. But then you'll be breaking it up with a mohair and I would use a solid color, main color. I think that could be very, very beautiful. Anyway,
Love it
sorry,
so much.
sorry to
No, you're
interject,
good.
but
I
I
love
think
that.
your speckles reminded me that that's also an option. So, love it.
Also, I had a whole bunch of minis from a company on a base that I don't carry anymore, but I had all these beautiful undyed minis.
Jodi.
So what I did was
Oh my god.
I just dyed up a ton of colors.
Oh, how fun.
And so each of these sets, every one of these has a different color mini. So if you wanted to buy all the sets,
so they're one-offs?
they're one-off. So
Like-
once these minis are gone, they're not our colors in the shop. These are just all, they're 4 new sets in the shop.
How fun. Okay. Hot Granny Square Summer.
Yeah.
This is just perfect for something like that.
And so none of these are repeating in any 4 of these. All 4, there's 6 to a set.
So if you bought,
So there's
you
24.
won't get doubles.
If you buy all 4 of these sets, all 24 of these minis are different.
Good idea.
So these are in the shop.
Very tempting.
Yeah.
How exciting. Okay, so I needed a needle the other day, and I popped out to our local yarn shop, Yarn Divas.
You did.
I know, and it was really, really great. It was the rainy day.
I would have liked to have gone.
No, you wouldn't have. I think it was your dye day.
It was Tuesday.
That's the only
Yeah.
reason that I didn't call you.
Of all days of the week, you guys, we had the most glorious rainy day.
It was fabulous.
I would have loved to knit under a blanket all day.
Okay, so I did get my needle. Chowgoo for the win. Love the needles.
Did you see the girls there?
Yes. So we got to have an awesome chat. Look what I bought. Oh my gosh. And I have seen this, I think, at the Fiber Nook too. It's the Road to China Light by the Fiber Company.
That color. Oh, what is that?
It's crazy. This yarn is so beautiful. It is cashmere, camel, silk, and baby alpaca.
It feels like
Speaking of
angel hair.
drapey. This is
You
something
guys, it weighs nothing.
like knit yourself underwear because it would just be the softest, most beautiful. It's so beautiful and squishy. Yeah.
Wow.
So I bought that. And I'm a little bit powerless with the amble yarn.
It's beautiful.
I love amble. It is an awesome machine washable, environmentally friendly washable yarn from the Fiber Company. They worked on this for a long, long time. It's a recycled nylon, and it's a blend where you can wash it, but it is not harming the environment. Super washing yarn is typically very damaging to the environment with lots of harsh chemicals. So
Yeah.
that's not this. It's also got a little bit of alpaca, and it's the yarn that I knit Dad's socks in a couple Father's Days ago. It was the nicest pair of socks I've ever knit.
And he said that too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just love this marled color too.
Love. I can't get over this.
Jodi, I know.
Is it fingering weight?
No, sport weight.
You might as well be fingering.
Sport.
That's what
is-
she said.
This episode is sponsored by The Office. I love it, and I'm just like, listen, I need a babysitter when I go to a yarn store, but I did pick up a crazy Zauber ball that they had.
Okay, but
How about that for a color
look
combo?
what that's going to do in there.
I know. So come on, like if I could get this in a DK, that's what made me think swatch with this. If I could get gauge with this yarn,
Does this come in DK? Yeah, that's that.
this is the DK.
Okay, but can you get that color in DK?
Yes, yes, you can. There's so many colors. I do believe our other yarn shop, local Statement Junkie, carries the DK. I was actually thinking I should.
What's
maybe
that
pop
color
up there.
called?
This color is a number. Here it is. That's the number. But that's what it comes out like. That's the color flow. Yes, please.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
so
it's going to be some
beautiful.
awesome socks. This is one of the best sock yarns. It wears like iron. right? Because it's just phenomenal. Anyway, that's what I bought. And I bought a mystery box from Lichen and Lace. I got an email that said they were doing mystery boxes, and I'm always like, I'm into a mystery box.
You do love it.
I do love it. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I also know that I love the yarn base from Lichen and Lace. They do a beautiful, I thought it was the sock base, and that's what I got. So I got that in the mail. I got 2 skeins of their, this is DK.
It's beautiful.
Super, okay, I didn't even notice that.
Didn't know what I got.
It's 100% superwash merino. So like I could totally put this into sweaters, make a hat, make a cowl, whatever, but I love their color.
That green is so good.
This is their baby leaves color. It's crazy that I got this because all of a sudden I'm just obsessed with this color family. And then I got this one of a kind, this sort of burnt pumpkin-y color.
So stunning.
I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but then I also got this in the bag.
Treats.
What's in here? She dyes up. So Lichen and Lace is another awesome Canadian dyer. Embroidery thread.
What?
Look, I got 2 little minis of, it is 55 wool, 45 silk. Like it's got this beautiful sheen to it. Those are pumpkin.
Really beautiful.
Pumpkin and madder. And it came with a cute little stitch marker.
So you could get, do they have a ton of different colors of embroidery thread?
I guess. Oh, I think she did. Advent box.
Oh.
That was embroidery thread. So
Do you ever think you'd buy embroidery thread to do your embroidering? Or you like a little bit more?
But you can use this for cross stitch and everything. Yeah. Like you can use it.
Yeah.
I just thought that was like, what? I thought it was perfect.
I love
So I
that.
love a mystery box. I don't know if they're still available, but it was one of those very impulsive, just for fun.
You're talking to someone who, yeah. Okay.
And it's funny, I didn't realize this was just DK all of a sudden. I just like, wow.
Have you bought?
But maybe it's worsted. 115 grams and 200 yards. It's worsted.
It's worsted. Because you're getting more for even less.
Gosh, that would be a great hat. Anyway, love.
Did you buy any Advent?
Nope, I'm not doing it.
Not even single skeins?
No.
I bought you one.
Did you? Thank you.
From Freckled Whimsy.
I told you, yeah. Okay, that's it.
No, did I buy Woolen? Does Woolens and Nosh did theirs yet?
Yeah,
I think I bought theirs too. No, is it? Yeah,
Jodi,
I'm sure I did.
I mean, as much as I would love to buy them all, I'm not great with Advents. I haven't knit my Advent from last year, and I'm going to. So I'm not letting myself. I'm not buying another one yet. That's as of today.
Excuse me. I don't know that I'll get an Advent mini skeins. Having said that,
but
don't hold me to it.
Right. I don't want to like. It's not written in stone.
I did love Renee.
What's that?
That's for you. I showed that last time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why is that for me?
Because I don't think I'll knit it.
I don't
It's
think
beautiful.
You showed it.
Yeah, the Gauge Dye Works. I did.
I must have been
the club.
It's awesome. Why is it for me? Why don't I make you socks out of it?
No, that's okay.
I'm gonna make you socks, Jodi.
Crank a tube.
405 meters. I love this.
Why don't you crank a tube and those could be birthday socks, maybe? Now you lost my train of thought.
Advent.
Oh yeah. Renee from Spun Right Round does an Advent, but she also did a Halloween one that I got last year, which I loved. Yeah.
Yes, anyway. That's true. And you did them both.
I did them both.
So
listen, if Renee does it, I get it. Sorry.
There's not a lot of I love her yarn.
I love her yarn. I haven't purchased as much in the last while, but doesn't mean I don't adore everything she does. I feel like she was like and I think I've said this before, like I emulate and I kind of, like she was my kind of mentor I watched. Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of what
And you know what else I was thinking? And I didn't really think of it until I looked up That's What She Said. When did that come about? That now, it's been 7 years since the podcast started. And a lot of the people that we loved at the very beginning are still thriving. And of course, you're discovering new people. But I love seeing the success of, people that you've supported for a long time and really love. And it just occurred to me that, wow, a lot of these people are still doing their thing. And I love seeing that.
And that was 2017, you said?
Yes.
That was the year that we went to Rhinebeck, and that's the year, one and only time I've met Renee. This is
Right.
2017.
That was India Untangled.
Yeah.
What the heck? We need to get out east. We need to just go, even if it's not to Rhinebeck, I would just love to go that way again.
Mm-hmm.
And truth be told, my favorite would be to not do it at Rhinebeck.
I would love,
As much as I enjoyed our trip.
I would love, Maryland Sheep and Wool is definitely on our list.
There's so much to do out there.
Mm-hmm.
Even just do a yard, like our own little tour, and yeah, I would love it.
Spend a week, have
My
an
husband's
itinerary.
like, Shane and I should go. We should just make it a trip, and you guys go do your
They
thing.
would just be our
You
drivers.
guys golf,
Tell us when to come back and pick you up.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, oh,
It's been so much fun. I can't believe how much time passes when we do this. Like 2.5 hours of blah blah blah,
blah, blah,
yada
blah.
yada yada, as you go.
Yeah, okay, so the dentist, you guys, my teeth are so bad.
Your hair, it's a thing. It looks good. I don't want to say Jimmy Neutron, but I love it.
But I'm saying
Does
it.
anybody
Oh
else
my
watch
God, you guys, it's so dirty and
Next Level Chef?
no.
You don't?
I
You have
should
cooking
be.
competition.
I haven't missed a Top Chef season ever.
And see, I don't watch Top Chef, so I've got to
It's
flip.
so good.
Okay, so I'm gonna start watching that because I love it. But I do watch Next Level Chef, and I love Richard Blais. Well, I love them all, but
Richard Blais was a winner from Top Chef.
okay, so he's just awesome.
Tracy, you would know so many of the chefs that come out of Top Chef.
Really?
Yes.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna do.
Start at the beginning. Oh, there's 20 seasons. Maybe start halfway through.
That sounds great.
Okay. It's
Because
so
I
good.
do love those
and
kind of
each,
shows.
I don't know if it's from the beginning, but as of several seasons, they go to start in a different city and kind of embrace that city's.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't. Okay, tell me about the dentist. Then let's do a few book and TV recommendations, and then we're out of here.
So my teeth are really shitty. I've got really deep pockets, yada yada. You've heard about it before. But so I'm
a giant
I
bummer.
see it in here. I'm getting this. I'm getting impressions today on the top. Then next, because they're gonna make like a little flipper, like a retainer. Do you guys remember when I had that
For
before?
when you go in your beauty pageants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they're gonna pull this one next week and put the flipper in with 2 teeth. I'm
Jodi
so
will show us all
self-conscious
about it. Yeah.
of
You'll
this.
be so happy when it's fixed.
Yeah, and I'm on the road to a whole top.
Listen,
you guys.
I'm jelly. You're gonna have the best teeth.
Listen, they're gonna have to all be like in May. I go to a reconstruction
Well,
dentist
we might end up
thing.
missing a episode, like because May is garden shop, and with your dental surgery and stuff.
No, it's I have a consultation, but that's
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
May we might not get quite all
May
our
is up
episodes.
in the air. Oh,
Anyway,
no. Granny, mom's like, no, you go to your like she would like that, but it just gets to be a lot, so we'll see.
what do you prioritize?
Don't make me go there.
Okay. So that's going to be good, but you guys, I am like these teeth, I even went to the periodontist, like it's way too far gone
Yeah.
to have like
It's been a long
deep
road.
cleaning and to get it back. It's far too gone. So my next thing is like pull them and do like a big dental implant.
Yeah, but you're gonna look
You know
glam.
how fucking good
You're
I'm
look
gonna look?
awesome. Great. You're gonna look great. And
Anyway.
it's going to be the end of the road,
Yeah.
right?
Do they ache? Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Not all the time, but yes, they ache. Like my teeth. Yes, it's an issue.
Yeah.
So
That's
I,
cracking.
you know what I said to Dr. Pratt, Laura? I said, this is my year of addressing my dental issues. So we'll see. It's going to be a lot.
Well, but that'll be done then.
But my teeth are, you guys are loose. And
I feel like this is my year to address gynecological.
that's what I mean.
things.
Like I
I'm-
have to.
You need to take control. These things don't fix themselves. I have to make the appointments, find the doctors. I need to prioritize my health. I don't. I just move on.
Yeah.
Right? And so I love that you're
We
doing that with your
Band-Aid.
teeth.
We Band-Aid.
You're just busy. Life
Yeah.
is busy. And
Yeah.
those are the things I put to the bottom. And it would be, to my own kid, I would say, no. You need to prioritize your health. When you have your health, that's everything.
Yeah. I'm getting a grill.
Good. I love
gonna
it.
be
I hope you put some
diamonds.
diamonds. Oh my
No.
God, you're going to look
Yeah.
awesome.
So I'm doing that, you guys. I'm prioritizing. I'm putting, not that I'm not on my list, but as
But
a
that's a big,
wife and I'm like, yeah.
that's not getting a pedicure. That's,
And you guys,
know.
I can't tell you how much I nobody loves the dentist.
Yeah.
And my dentist is amazing. I get such anxiety
Yeah.
going to the dentist.
Nobody
It's
likes-
better now for sure, but I'm doing it. I'm just doing it.
I'm so proud of you.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm going to go in the next short while. I'm going to be in Scotland or Ireland. I'm just doing it.
Oh my God.
Like,
Yes.
I'm not letting my fear of flying.
And here's the thing, what Jeff said, we were talking about this the other night. He said they go over the top. You're actually not going, like, I know you're picturing it. We're going straight across the ocean. You don't.
Yeah.
So there's land. There's not a lot, as much ocean as
I
you
don't
think.
want to get to when I'm 80 and think, I wish
Right.
I wish I would have.
And there are some things I don't do because of fear, and that's dumb.
Right. I just want to medicate me and put me on a plane. I'm
Right.
doing it, you guys.
Right.
Like, I want to, I so want
You're not alone. The first time, I mean, and I never thought of going to Hawaii. I mean, how many times have you gone to Hawaii, Jodi?
Yeah.
Right? Like, we need to reframe it in our brain the way we think about it. But when we went across to China, I was super nervous.
Yeah.
For the flight.
Yeah.
Right? So we're not alone.
But I mean, it's the safest way to travel. And it's just, listen, if I'm going to die in a plane crash, there are worse things.
I had a dream that happened the other night. Not that I died, but there was like an issue on a
No,
plane.
I'm just, you know what? I don't want to live in a life of fear and not do stuff.
Here's the thing. Life is way too short.
Right.
And we seem to be reminded of that frequently.
Get the
We're
tattoo.
at that age.
Yeah.
Get the tattoo.
Go on a plane.
Go on the trip. Don't assume you're saving for your 60th birthday.
No.
Go when you can. Like,
do it for your 42nd birthday. Don't wait till your, do you know?
There's a lot of things I'm willing to not spend money on to save to travel.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you and I and Shane and Jeff should plan a February trip next year. Oh my God. Like, start. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I would love it.
Get that on our books. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking.
My schedule's wide open. Okay. I'm going to Scotland. Jodi's gonna have the best teeth ever. I'm gonna learn how to sleep better. But here's the thing. Disney Plus, I watched Finding Michael and Pretty Baby, both documentaries.
I gotta remember that.
They were amazing.
That's gonna be my Friday night.
I enjoyed them. I mean, I love documentaries, but they were both very personal and both very different. Pretty Babies about Brooke Shields' career, and as a mother looking back on that, it's a jaw dropper. Yes. Finding Michael is a family going to retrieve the body of their son that summited Mount Everest and died coming down.
I wonder, did you find out?
It was phenomenal.
What happened on why he died coming? Usually
it's a story. I don't want to ruin anything. All I can say is I was sobbing at the one point. It was a beautiful story. It's always amazing to me. I love watching Mount Everest documentaries and mountain climbing documentaries because I can't believe what people put themselves through. I mean, it's a real obsession, this mountain climbing. Human life is not meant to go up that high, and especially the Sherpas that do it as their job. This is life threatening just to bring food home for their family. Mm-hmm. It's just amazing. Anyway, it was phenomenal. Highly recommend Finding Michael, Pretty Baby. I've been watching Nate and Jeremiah's Home Project or whatever. I love those two.
I adore them.
And another home show called Houses with History. Like, they find like 300-year-old houses in New England, and they're basically going to get knocked down if they don't buy them and fix them. And so really cool. I love stuff like that.
Okay, so now I feel like we should do 3 weeks. Can you do 3 weeks?
Are we talking about our trip?
Yeah.
Yes. Jodi, yes.
Okay. I think if we do it, we're going to do it.
Sign me up.
Okay.
Yeah, done. So that's good. And what have you been watching? Love Island, Australia.
I know. Love Island, Australia.
We won't have repeat shows.
We're in the middle of a new season. Below Deck Sailing Yacht just started.
Is it good?
Oh, any Below Deck is good. It's all reality, you guys. We're so funny. We're so different with our TV. But
is it like just a hookup show?
No.
I hate those.
It's not, because it's like you get the whole charter of the guests. You get the guest interaction and the crew interaction separate. Okay.
I'm going to try that one.
It's so good.
I feel like I would like that one.
It's so good. What else? Well, Survivor. You guys.
Oh my gosh, Survivor's so
There's
good.
There's so many new little twists this year.
That's what we said last night, that this show has really evolved, and the challenges and They're switching some things up, and it's been
Yes.
really good. Team Jam Jam.
So good. Don't you love him?
Yes, I love the season. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
What else? Oh, Vanderpump Rules were right in the middle. It's really
Yes.
messy.
Which is juicy. I love drama. I
Ultimate
have
Girls
to say-
Trip.
What's
All those.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay, something else I'm loving, and I know I said it last time. Bethany Frankel's Instagram.
We love her.
She's funny.
We do love her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's it. So I'm all over Top Chef. I'm going back to 20 seasons to watch it.
James, how much do you love Ultimate Girls Trip? Listen, those girls that they put together, they put them
These
together.
are all housewives?
Yes, from
Okay.
all the franchises, and usually they come in pairs. So then you have like a
Like
buddy,
two from
right?
Atlanta,
Yes.
two from okay.
Although Leah is the only one from New York right now, I think. Anyway, it's just that these ladies aren't afraid to.
Do you need to know the history?
No.
It
But I feel like
helps.
it helps because Jordan was watching the first few and she's like, you can go ahead and watch it yourself. She
Right.
doesn't even watch any of the
Right.
franchises. So good.
Listen, Andy Cohen is a genius with the whole housewife thing. The way he's making these offshoots, right? Is that one of his shows too? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
New Kardashians is coming out. That's one of my
And
guilty
Kim
pleasures.
Kardashian is going to be on American Horror Story.
I heard.
With yeah.
I don't know about that.
You know what?
I'm prejudging a little bit. She's not an actor. I'm having issues with that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Listen.
I'm one person. She's probably going to be amazing.
I'm here for all the messy.
I'm not dissing Kim. I'm really not. But
No.
and I will watch it. I love American Horror Story.
Yeah.
I shouldn't
Anyway.
be such a judgy old bat.
No, I instantly go to judgment. What? Okay, so all those, you guys, that's my
And please leave comments below if you think we're going to enjoy a show that we have not mentioned.
yeah.
And books, quickly. Books you've been
Okay.
reading. I've been reading
Guys.
a ton of books.
I 56 minutes in this. It's so good. Sherry LaPina.
Oh, I was going to. Okay, good.
Again, these are authors that I just buy blindly because I know they're great.
Right.
Thriller, mystery, twists, turns, relationships. It's so good. Sherry LaPina, someone we know. It's so good.
I just finished the one also by her. It's called Not Happy Family.
so good.
Yes. It's a couple years old. If you haven't read it, you will love it.
Okay, what have you got?
Kate Morton, who is phenomenal and hasn't had a new book in many years. Just came out with one. I think, in the middle of it. It is awesome. Multi-layered, multi-generational,
What's it called?
really interesting story.
Not Happy Family?
No, this is
Oh.
Kate Morton.
Because she's the one that does.
She was she's Australian.
She does no.
God, I read all her books. Here we
Isn't
go.
she the Firefly?
It's Homecoming. No, this is Kate Morton Homecoming.
Oh, okay.
That's the newest one.
I don't know if I showed you this. I might have, but I want to tell you again. Wrong place, wrong time. Jillian McAllister, amazing, and they all kind of fall under that kind of thriller, twists and turns. Like
Right.
can't put it down. So good, actually. Oh,
Those are my recommendations this time.
this one. I read her books nonstop. Like
I
I
love her.
cannot put her down. My mom just read this and said it's so amazing.
That's my next one. I have it, but I haven't started it.
Oh,
So that's it. Those are good recommendations. A few every time is good. I
this
don't know
is
that one.
House of Eve. I haven't started this, but this is in my very short queue of listening to The House of Eve, by Sandqua Johnson. I don't know. Am I saying
Sudeika Johnson.
Sudeika Johnson?
Oh, and I do want to
Johnson.
read anyway. Also, Shelby in the book club.
Yes.
Don't forget about Shelby in the book club because she has amazing recommendations every month, and I have to check in with her and see what she's got recommended for this month.
Yeah.
Lucy Folio, I love her. Anyway, that's it for me.
Okay, so who else? I don't know. That's all right now that I have. Tell me the one again that you want me to read.
Homecoming. It's a really, really good story.
If
It's set in Australia. Kate Morton is an Australian author. All of her books were amazing. It's been years since she's released one. I have been checking so many times.
if I don't put it in want to read, I'll forget about it. So I've done that now.
No, you'll like it.
I love it because
Like it's a scandal and a mystery and a family relationship, and it's really, really good.
that's what I love.
A mysterious death, like
Really?
so many things. But she's also just a beautiful writer. Like her books are usually pretty fat and gorgeous. I love all of her books. I would recommend them all. If you haven't read any Kate Morton, I would say.
There's some actually I see that I haven't read. Have you read all of hers?
Yes.
Okay, no. I
And
have
they're
to go
all
back.
just phenomenal,
Okay.
beautiful stories. Anyway, that's it.
This was
so you're going to the
great.
dentist. I'm not. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Today's okay because it's just the impressions.
Yeah.
Next week is the tooth pulled.
Right.
But it's so loose I could pull it myself, you guys.
Right. So do it for free at home.
Can you imagine?
Oy,
Wow.
Oi, oi, oi. I'm just lucky I'm here that I didn't die of a heart attack in the dark the other night. I'm just grateful.
George,
to be
I
here.
have something to talk to you about.
Right. She'll think it's hilarious. Okay. All right, you guys. We hope you have the best 2 weeks.
Tracie just took her yarn.
Jodi thought she
to
was
make
gonna,
sure.
Jodi
I
thought
can't
she was
tell.
going to take this home.
You guys, the softness level.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Can you imagine a garment in this?
And also, Yarn Divas, it's their birthday this weekend. So they've got some, it's just a great shop. So if you are coming to Edmonton for the Gathering Threads Festival, we have a lot of great local yarn shops. It's been too long since I've been out there. It's just bigger and better, and
Did it look so different
It
from because
looked-
we went early on?
full. Like they've got
Okay.
so much in there, and they have beautiful, beautiful lines
That's
of yarn.
okay. Go every time without me.
I will.
I wouldn't like.
I mean, it was awesome, but I don't want to tell you how great it was. But
Don't
I literally went for a needle, but thrilled with what I came home with.
What needle?
3 millimeter.
For sock knitting?
Yeah, for DK socks. I don't know what happened.
I do 3.5. Is that funny? Just
but
different
we
gauges.
might have the same.
Yeah,
but we might have
yeah,
the same gauge,
maybe.
right? I feel like I'm shocked by sometimes when I do a swatch that I thought for sure was going to work out.
Yeah. Oh, I never know. It's a crapshoot every time.
It's totally a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Which is why I like to knit with the same yarn over and over and the same
Mm-hmm.
needle, so I don't have to swatch. Anyway.
Thank you, Star.
Star. Mwah.
We're
I'm
so
glad
glad.
everything's okay. I'm sorry Jodi woke you up. So rude.
Thank you to our show note fairy.
Yes.
You know who you are.
Again,
We couldn't do this without
you're not
You
roped in
guys.
for life, but the gratitude
you are.
level is up here.
You are.
Anyway,
You
I
can
feel
never
like
stop.
We need to somehow recompensate these amazing
Yeah.
people, but it is incredible. So
thank you.
come visit us on Instagram. We have a big giveaway on Instagram this weekend.
Star, you're never obligated to be here, but you also have to be here.
Right.
You're never obligated.
Right. Actually, we're going to put up a big giveaway. It's very special. It's
What
with
is it?
Local jewelry makers, Orange Avocado.
You guys.
You want to come see us on Instagram this weekend. There is a phenomenal piece of custom jewelry that's going to be getting a new home. It is knitting related.
You're going to want to order one. That's all we're going to say.
They do lots of custom jewelry, but they did a special one for us, for knitters, because so many knitters have found them. So they joined our 12 days of giveaways at Christmas, and that was a huge hit. So come see us on Instagram this weekend.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
Yeah.
Enjoy your 2 weeks. Have
Yes.
the best 2 weeks.
Knit with bright colors. It
Yeah.
makes you happy. Even just for that little bit of knitting time, if you can get it, it's really, really satisfying.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Road to 100,000.
Right. All right. I'm game.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys later. Have the best
See you.
time.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.